got me running in a circle. I'm just trying to find my way back to you. What happened to us? Round in a circle. Back where I started, I was stuck here like glue. You keep me on the loop. I'm just trying to find my way back to you. What happened to us? Round in a circle. Back where I started, I was stuck here like glue. You keep me on loop. Got me running in a circle.
There's a place where you can run free. Time does not exist. Take a chance when the road before us falls under our face. I can't hold on. I can't remain so strong. We have the same old bond, but everything's gone. My love is gone, but I've been born. I can't make it on my own when I'm alone. My love is gone. My love is gone, but I've been born. I can't make it on my own when I'm alone. My love is gone. My love is. There's a place where you can run free. Time does not exist. Take a chance when the road before us falls under our face. I can't hold on. I can't remain so strong. My heart rages around like an ocean in my head, because there are so many things that I left unsaid. I can almost feel you walking in the distance, but I know that it's not reality. If you are echoing around inside these parallel dimensions all alone, now I'll find you in my dreams. My heart rages around like an ocean in my head. I can almost feel you walking in the distance, but I know that it's not reality. If you are echoing around inside these parallel dimensions all alone, now
Sometimes a disaster, sometimes we get free. Oh, you take the long way to stay close to me. I don't want another, I just wanna breathe. You take me higher, you stay close to me. Oh, I feel so alive, feel so alive. The dark won't cloud my eyes. Yeah, I feel so alive, feel so alive. Oh, we chase the night. Oh, I feel so alive, feel so alive. The dark won't cloud my eyes. Yeah, I feel so alive, feel so alive. Oh, we chase the night. Sometimes a disaster, sometimes we get free. Oh, you take the long way to stay close to me. I don't want another, I just wanna breathe. You take me higher, you stay close to me. I feel so alive, feel so alive. The dark won't cloud my eyes. Yeah, I feel so alive, feel so alive. Oh, we chase the night. Oh, I feel so alive, feel so alive. The dark won't cloud my eyes. Yeah, I feel so alive, feel so alive. Oh, we chase the night.
Falling down and I'm rising up. Reach the clouds in a state of flux. Rolling through the sky, I forget the faces. Do you ever wonder why we try to find these places? Hold my hand and call out my name. We'll go to a land where our hearts can stay. I can see you falling, reaching for a grip. Come with me, I'm rising and I'll never let you slip. No. Falling down and I'm rising up. Reach the clouds in a state of flux. Rolling through the sky, I forget the faces. Do you ever wonder why we try to find these places? Hold my hand and call out my name. We'll go to a land where our hearts can stay. I can see you falling, reaching for a grip. Come with me, I'm rising and I'll never let you slip. No.
You've been talking about patience, hoping for everlasting. You're known for talking crazy. I know it's infatuation. You know how I feel inside. You know what is real and I rock with your vibe, but I don't think that we should tie. I know Just let me be. I know, for real. I know, the deal. So please set me free. Just let me be. Just let me be. I got a lot to say. I hope you don't feel no way. I hope you don't make the same mistakes when you blow the flame. You're kind of obsessive to me. You're kind of too strong on your feet. I can't say that I guarantee, but I know what you mean to me. I know, for real. I know, the deal. So please set me free. Just let me be. I know, for real. I know, the deal. So please set me free. Just let me be. Just let me be.
you got me reaching out. And do you see you got me falling in more times than I can get out. Down in the deep of my mind, I call for you and you're always inside. Down in the deep of my mind, how long do I got to keep you, to keep you? Down in the deep of my mind, I call for you and you're always inside. Down in the deep of my mind, trying so hard not to keep you, to keep you. How long do I got to keep you, to keep you? Trying so hard not to keep you, to keep you. Do you remember how you held me then? Now you got me reaching out. Yeah. And do you see you got me falling in more times than I can get out. Down in the deep of my mind, I call for you and you're always inside. Down in the deep of my mind, how long do I got to keep you, to keep you? Down in the deep of my mind, I call for you and you're always inside. Down in the deep of my mind, trying so hard not to keep you, to keep you. How long do I gotta keep you?
Don't play with my heart. Just let me go. Please let me go. You like to love so hard and then you throw it away. You like to open skies and then you blame it on me. You're someone I can never flaws and weaknesses. What you love so hard and then just throw it away. You opened up my heart and just to close it on me. Don't blame it on me. Don't blame it on me. So don't you blame it on me. You never knew how bad it was. Guess you never really cared because you said your parents never gave you hugs. And as a child you were never loved. You made me love so hard, but then you threw it away. You love to open scars and then you blame it on me. You're someone I could never be with. You joke about my flaws and weaknesses. What you love so hard and then just throw it away. You opened up my heart and just to close it on me. Don't blame it on me. Don't you blame it on me.
Alright, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Cloudy's tournament, Malaysia Singapore Rivalry 2023, and we're here for the penultimate day of this tournament. We're gonna see how the last remaining four teams, four teams in this tournament. I guess technically they're still in, but yeah, so the current four teams left in the tournament. Let's see how this will pan out. My name is Colder. Joined with me for the cast here today is none other than Mr. Lee Muncie himself. So we're gonna dive straight into the action. It's gonna be Nexga versus Path for today, and this will determine the top three players, or at least the top three teams in this tournament. And one of these teams are gonna be securing that podium spot, and of course, a chance at the prize pool as well.
Exactly, and I really like how this tournament sort of panned out, right? The title is Cloudy's Tournament Malaysia Singapore Rivalry, and somehow the tournament has panned out perfectly, right? No matter what happens today, we will be seeing a Singapore team and a Malaysia team in the grand finals, right? So right now, all there is to do is to duke it out, right? Which is going to be the team from Malaysia that will be facing up against Lays in that grand final best of 5. And honestly, I feel that it could be anyone's game, right? Nexga as well as Path, both really strong teams. I think in terms of skill and matchup, they're pretty much close to even, at least in my opinion. So what do you think? How do you think the score is going to pan out, Bitco, then?
I think these two teams are really, as you mentioned, like they're neck and neck right now. Path has been doing some changes. We're going to be seeing Click in the lineup here today yet again, together with Kai. So it's a very interesting situation here for Path. They're experimenting a little bit, I think, in preparation for next year's VCT. So I really like that, they are always trying to improve their roster. They're always trying to make changes and see where these changes will take them. Let's take a look at the lineup here today. As I mentioned, we got Kai and Click both in the server this time. The last time we saw Team Path play, they were interchanging spots between IGL and Coach. So I guess, two brains are better than one. You put them both in the team.
Let's see.
Yeah, it could be the case, right? Where you have both brains working at the same time, or you might have an issue where it's too many cooks in the kitchen kind of scenario. So I guess we'll have to wait and see how that one pans out.
Yeah, and of course for the side of Nexga, we have Ivan, Haka, Mojo, Kale, as well as Simon? He wasn't here the last time, right? So now he's back in for the
I think he was, he might have been...
We didn't cast him the last time, I think he wasn't around. I'm not
Yeah,
sure where he
he's
was.
either on
I think
holiday
he's
or
gonna make
something.
it,
Yeah. Substituted out for JLo. JLo was standing in for them.
Mhm.
So you got Simon Neil back in their duelist spot. So pretty excited to see how Nexga will fare against Path. You know, arguably now that Nexga have gotten their full roster here today. Let's take a look at the hit-to-hit though. Wrath versus Simon. It's an interesting hit-to-hit that we have. So Wrath, you know, he's playing more of that supportive element versus Simon, which you know, he's most
on
of
the
the time
duelist,
gonna be
yeah.
playing that duelist, right? So yeah, 208 ACS, kind of favoring Path there. Stats wise, anything that stands out to you actually, Linus?
Not really. I mean, we did point out that I think Raf in the previous hit-to-hit, he has a really high headshot percent, which is really cool to see. But then again, when you compare it with Duelists, I don't think Duelists would have the highest headshot percent as well, since they're always
Right.
the ones going in and then their crosshair placements all over the place, right? Because if you're a race player, you're just satcheling in, so it's a bit difficult to consistently land headshots. So I would say a 20% is really, really high actually. On that Duelist row as well. Yeah.
Yeah, pretty cool to see. Of course, these are just the stats for the rank season, episode 7, Act 3. Most important thing is when it comes down to the server. But let's take a little look at the highlights, right? The achievements of Wrath himself. Of course, in Team Path, nothing short of great accomplishments throughout his career. First place, Malaysia Esports League. First place, Liga Imas. 8th place for VCL 2023 Split 1. So, yeah, pretty cool to see him back together with Team Path. It's pretty interesting. I think he has been actually in Team Path for quite a bit, right? All considered. But yeah, jumping over to Mr. Simon Neo from Nexga. Another great player to watch out for in this games here today. Vortex, Discovering the Talent, first place. MEA 2023, first place. And Asia Esports Festival, 3rd to 4th place.
Exactly. And we have a lot of maps that we have not seen. not even have we have seen, we have not seen in this tournament. So let's take a look if we'll be seeing any of the newer maps today. Lotus and Haven at this point, pretty much a staple. I am so happy that they removed Haven from the map pool and put Icebox back in. Words cannot describe my excitement for that. Like, I'm so excited. Like, I'm so done with Haven. We don't need that many 3-side maps, in the game right now. Lotus, it's more than enough, right? So we can see Ascend and Split. The two maps that have been around the longest have already been banned out. Lotus is going to be the pick for Nexga. Haven is going to be the pick for Path. And Sunset ban, Vine ban, and Breeze is going to be the decider map. Honestly, if we go all the way to Breeze, I think that might be the first Breeze that we have seen as well.
Yeah, in this tournament, definitely so. Or at least for the maybe early on in the play-in stage there was, but for at least for the stream games, right? Breeze would be the first time we're going to be seeing it. Of course, maybe one of the last few times we're going to be seeing Haven. I guess it's not 100% confirmed that Haven is out. In the post there was a little caveat saying technically there could be changes.
No changes. I mean, they could bring out Ascend, that's fine too.
Yeah, Ascend or Haven, or
fine.
either one of the two, to be honest. But it's pretty cool to see Boogie, I think, another player, just want to pivot a little bit, right? Because we haven't actually seen Boogie too much in Path, right? He was out of the roster for quite a while, but now he's back, which is pretty cool to see. So a really refreshing look of Team Path versus good old Nexga coming back again, of course, on the map of Lotus. It's gonna be a mirror comp coming in from both of these teams. Double controllers in from both sides. You got the Raze as the solo duelist, and of course the Killjoy.
We like to see, because these two teams, right, they do tend to be a little bit on the slower side as compared to the other teams that we have seen place, like Lay's as well as Kimchi Fried Rice. Those teams, they tend to be more aggressive, right? They like to rush sites, they like to pick up a lot of space.
Ooh.
Meanwhile, on the side of Nexga as well as Path, these teams are the ones that really like to bide their time, right? Look around the map, play for information, play for picks. So now that these two teams are up against each other, I would assume that the first few seconds are just going to be a standstill. of who's gonna play
Yeah.
first.
That is true, right? The Malaysian teams have really learned, or at least embraced the slower style of play, and I love to see the player camps. Oh my gosh, wait, is that Simon with the shades
The
indoors?
shades.
Okay,
Oh,
interesting. I wonder what's the backstory behind that, or maybe he's just
watching the
you know,
flashes, dude.
Matching the flash. As that entry duelist, of course. Why does he have a controller?
That's crazy. He's playing on controller.
He's playing on controller.
There is no way this guy. He has to control. This has to. There's no way. Or is he
that
actually
Mojo?
the observer or what?
Is he? He's observing.
He's secretly the observer, and then our observer is playing. He has a controller.
He's observing, he's playing, he's entering, he's dodging the flashes, he's doing it all. That's
got everything.
crazy. That's crazy that he's wearing shades. I don't know. maybe he's had an exciting night, you know?
I mean,
Just to
surely it's
cover-
just
cover
for the
the
player
hangover.
cam. Like, there's absolutely no way he's playing the game with shades on.
Well, he is. And we're gonna jump in straight into the pistol round. Next guy on this defensive side is Team Path. Gonna be starting out on that attack.
Yeah, Nexga taking the initiative, taking space up towards a rubble. So they do know that there's absolutely nobody there. Right? They don't hear any utility from the Killjoy. They don't hear anything. So Boogie just gonna stand right onto the side, onto the head of Haka actually, and finds himself on the receiving end of a bunch of burst fires from that classic kill. As well as Haka doubling up. The 4 players are on the side, but meanwhile there's the lurk, right? This is the signature lurk from the Killjoy. Zeke is already in towards that waterfall position. The remaining players from Nexga are collapsing in though. So they do have to try and make space and find a way to push these players. Kill. Find Zeke lacking, looking the wrong way. And it seems like it's very difficult for the players to now try and plant the spike. They're kind of sandwiched in waterfall in a really awkward position. Right? And they have to try and retake the site. Somehow the trades work in their favor. And they do manage to put the spike down. But now, 2v1, all they need to do is just swing together. And Mojo with 3 kills coming in huge for Nexga, taking their first round.
Yeah, great job from Mojo, IGL player from Brunei, coming in with 3 kills on that pistol round. It was really nice positioning from Zeke, right? He managed to sneak his way into that waterfall position. Actually didn't manage to find any kills, so it was a kind of an awkward situation for Path. They kind of called for a rotate towards B, but then Kale came in, realized where the lurk from Zeke was, took him out, and then they were all stuck there. Somehow, Path managed to actually find a couple of great frags, but at the end of the day, I think the positioning was just greater for Nexga. So they take home that first pistol round, going into the second. Looks like it's going to be a repeat of the first round. Again, a slow approach coming in from Team Path. That's classic that we've seen from them so far in this tournament and, in general, their playstyle. But of course, the weapons on Nexga's side, they should be able to secure this one. The door opening up will force Kill off to a safer angle. Not too sure. Actually, he's going to clear it out himself. Here's the ultimate orb being picked up, and he's actually just going to swing on Zeke and take him out of the round. Great smoke right there as well. Just buy time. And Boogie tries to come in with the Sheriff in hand, but Namia's there to pick up the pieces to prevent any more weird shenanigans from happening.
Everyone has a fan though, so he can't really overpeak. If not, this is a gun that you really do not want to donate to the side of Path. Especially since they have absolutely no weapons whatsoever. So no reason for them to lose the longer range gunfights. They want to try and bring it close up and personal in this B main. However, Namia is there with the Spectre and with the Toxic Screen as well. It's going to be a very tall order for them to try and fight this side. Even if they try to double screen, they're just going to get mowed down by that Spectre. Ultimate Orbs going the way of Romans, not really the biggest thing that you want, because from the shadows is going to be one of the, I would say, the least impactful ultimate in this game right now, as compared to every single other ultimate. So look at the replay. Very unfortunate timing for Zeke there. He walked back into the smoke as he was being swung. And if I'm not wrong, the smoke actually covered his vision, like he can't see, but his barrel was still sticking out, so the shots were still accurate for the side of Nexga. And yeah, that's just unlucky, but it's fine. Now it's the important one, right? The buy round. Only 2 rifles on the side of Nexga. I mean, a Bulldog as well as a Vandal. So they should hopefully try and convert this while losing as little guns as possible.
Oh, great counter flash coming through. The paranoia is still there, but Boogie standing tall. And the weaker weapons, yeah, might not want to take that fight too early on. Of course, this is the bonus round, so anything that they can get, anything that Nexga can find in this round will be pretty solid. So, just information at the very least. They've lost control over the C-bound position, but it looks like they want to still stand and fight. Two players on the C side, but look at how Path are playing, right? This is the slow style that you mentioned earlier. Gonna take their time to clear out. Great Trailblazer that clears out the entirety of A-mount. Puts a little bit of pressure on Kale, but they're just gonna be, setting up for a retake approach. Oh, a flash comes through. Nama is actually gonna push on the issue of Boogie. Still there, still standing. And he's just buying time, playing with Mojo around this mount position. They don't care if he dies. And oh, actually Kai comes in for a little bit of backup. So look at the defense now. They have no idea where the commitment is. Pressure towards C. In the meantime, the spike has hit all the way towards this A side already. It's completely free for the taking. Kale has vacated that position long ago. And the last remaining players of Path just going to converge together with their team in the and at the same time, they're clearing out the flank as well. So Nexga, tall task ahead of them. 5 players on Nexga still... 5 players from Path still standing as Nexga. See if they can find a little bit of damage, I guess.
I think, and Kai is probably going to be the one here to find kill on the back foot, gets instantly tapped by the ADS Vandal. And Simon, he's the only player with the rifle, and honestly I think he has not seen a single person this entire round. Running around the sites, trying to look for fights that he can take, try and help out his teammates with the lower weaponry. Unfortunately, Half just out-rotating Nexga on this 3rd round, and that's going to be a flawless victory. So all of them keeping their guns will be able to buy up the armor as well for the next round. And that was a very convincing round by Path.
Yep, that was pretty solid. I guess 2 hits are better than 1. So we got Kai and Click both clicking together, making sure things are working.
I mean, surely they agreed on the strats before. I mean,
yeah,
there can't be 2 IGLs.
Of course,
unless they're running
maybe
like a, I don't know, Paper X style.
Paper X style, everyone.
That's different. That's different.
We are all IGL. Alright, so gun rounds this time around. Both sides with all the weaponry and all the utilities that they would like. Immediate rubble control given over. It's just gonna be Kale here solo holding this A side as he hears the door being open. He's under a lot of pressure. Gonna be opting for this drop position. It's kind of isolated. One good piece of utility. A paint shell right there might spell his demise, but he's still standing. You have no information yet. Boogie creeping onto the site. It's awkwardly clear. Yeah, Kill swings off of a timing, finds Kai's head. Boogie's already in the back of the side. Oh, jumping up on the zip. Gonna be finding his head lost in the mix. The execute comes through.
And Kale is playing that one and done angle right in that drop position. There's absolutely no way for him to escape anyway. So there's 0 chance that he's gonna survive there. In the end, they do manage to trade out the players. So they deter the attack, but now the players are just scrambled all over the place. 1 in B main, 2 stuck in link. Trying to plant on B while there are so many players left alive. I feel like it's a bit difficult here for Path.
Yeah. I love how Nexga are playing. They're waiting for the spike to be tapped. They have a man advantage as well, so they don't want to give away any over peaks. Any overheats. As I say that, Namia finds a great timing. They have to play aggressive and into the retake. It comes, but Click finds 2 great hit shots. 3 kills already. Uses the Seekers. Now it's down to a 1 versus 1. The battle of the controllers. Namia together with around the corner. Wrath with a sidestep and the close. A crucial round won by Team Path. It looked like it was going to be in Nexga's favor. They controlled the extremities. They found openings, but in the 2 versus 4, the controller comes out ahead.
Yeah, I think very cool, calm, and collected there from Wrath. I mean, missing the first few shots, taking the time to reposition the crosshair, reset the recoil, going for the little 1-2 bursts of damage there. Very disciplined. You can see that Path, they don't look too nervous, honestly. I think they got everything under control. They know exactly what they're doing. Even though they lost the pistol and they lost their eco as well, they brought it right back to a 2-2 scoreline. So Path, Kai just holding this really close. He wants to take the fights, but against 2 sheriffs, it's probably best to back away and not donate these Vandals over. Oh, he takes the on and he might swing, try and get a kill. He tried, right? Yeah, unfortunately, they do manage to get away scot-free. Meanwhile, on the other side, Nexga, Simon is going to be pushing out for space with this hero Vandal. No armor. So as much damage as he could possibly find would be good here. Buki hiding the close corner. The blue bot is gonna come out and Zeke mows them down. Simon on the back foot. They know exactly where he is now. He revealed his position by firing those Vandals. Kyle manages to get one kill on the click, but I don't think that's enough. 2v4. The spike has been planted and they're just holding this angle as well. Kai, unless Simon is able to make something work, he gets one, but he needs at least one more.
Last player standing.
Fake TP here from Namia as well, just to try and sell a fake the paranoia. Completely blind, being spammed through the wall. Absolutely nothing that he can do there. As Path convert a bonus round, and they do lose that hero Vandal as well.
Yeah, it's so unfortunate for Simon, right when he came around the flag, that was exactly when, I think it was Zeke, actually killed both of his teammates towards that B main position, and then he was just around the corner, right, unable to connect any of those shots, and then his position noted by the Killjoy turret, a couple of shots that he fired, and it all kind of fell apart from there, but yeah, just gotta be that little hero rifle on the hands of Simon. They're coming in with an AWP on him this time, towards the C side on the mount position. A flash comes through. He's going to post up on that angle. Being a little bit aggressive though. As the rest of Team Path actually selling straight into the B side. It might be the correct call. Haka's the only one here though.
Satchel right onto the side is going to be Buki. Is completely open like you said. But planting the spike's another thing, right? The spike is so far behind, even though they managed to get the site, the plant is a bit slow, allowing Nexga to sort of regroup, recalibrate where they want to try and recontest this site from. And they do have it kind of under wraps here. All they need to do is win a few individual aim duels and the site could collapse at any time. Haka comboing here, they try to take space, running through the smoke. Buki gets one, Showstopper does not even manage to fire it. Zeke and Raph good for one as well. Mojo nowhere to go, and the attackers look like they have this site absolutely on lockdown. Kyle, the last player remaining, and Zeke cleans up with 3 kills to his name. That's going to be the not showstopper, the lockdown available for the next round. And Path are just dominating right now, 4 rounds in a row.
Gun rounds look like Path are pretty clean with it. I like their reads, their mid-round rotations. B is a traditionally very difficult site to hold, right, in the post-spawn if you don't have great utility, but the crossfires were there for Path. They were able to play within the smokes that they put down towards that ceiling position towards Heaven. And because Nexga actually didn't have any pressure on the flanks or towards the broken door, Path knew that they were coming in from either ceiling or from Heaven. So a lot of information, great post plants, and now down on another low buy. Just an eco round, Sheriff's in hand for a couple of Nexga players. Door brokers, there's information again. This slow play coming in from Path. They know that there was a player here, broke the door, so most likely going to be playing from that broken door room. Kale, only player towards this side of the map. This Viper wall goes up. Actually, a crisscross coming in from both sides. Attackers drop theirs first, but now Kale
so
is no man's land. They're just waiting for the wall to drop, and Kale has absolutely no chance of getting out there alive.
Oh, he has to get 1 at least to make it worth. He gets 2! 3 even! Kale! Going absolutely huge and nuclear. Standing in the smoke was apparently the right choice. We are just too dumb to see it, too blind. And somehow they managed a thrifty round. I wish I saw that from his POV. How did he get 3? That makes no sense. There's no world that he gets that.
Maybe he gets one. Maybe he gets one. That would be great, if he finds one. I think it was a collateral kill as well.
It was a collateral.
On the first, I only heard 1 shot. I saw 2 kills in that kill v kill. I think both of us has mentioned the last time we watched Nexga, he is that second player that you're looking out for, right? Arguably the entry duelist, and then you always have Kale right there to back him up. It's always solid for a couple of frags. His lurks have been great so far, and his shots second to none. A thrifty round now found. Great round coming in from Kale. This time a rubble gained by Nexga. Great piece of map control. Looks like they're leaning towards the C side though, but they have the Viper as well. The kill right here. Buki going straight in, braves through 2 of the mollies. Actually finds a great entry onto Haka. Still 1 more to find Kill. Holding down the fort. He manages to find Boogie though, and he's still here to wreak a little more havoc. Finds the 2nd kill onto Wrath as well, so now on a man advantage.
Ooh, at the same time.
Both sides drop down the lockdown, so it's a bit of an overlap situation. Kai tries to find a little bit of timing, but gets spotted by Namia as well. Awkward duel because they have to escape this portion of the map, and Kai comes up in victory on that one, so he evens up the man Well,
Oh, wait, what?
The
2 players detained. They're kind of stuck.
Kai is still there to provide a little bit of cover fire. The defenders have actually converged towards this B side, which is the wrong call. Kai just opens the door and disappears into thin air. And now, look at where the defenders and attackers are both
30 seconds
completely
left.
split from one another. It's a completely free C side for the taking. Kai, the mastermind of this round, he drops down the Viper's Pit as well to secure that portion of the map. Gonna be difficult to come through Waterfall, but that's not gonna be the Waterfall at all. Nexga coming in from the flank position. The turret spots on that position though.
Spike
And
planted.
as the spike goes out, how do they want to play this post plan? Main is compromised. Simon Neo, the only person towards the CT/waterfall position. Mojo finds Zeke. Oh, that's a great man advantage pick to find in this situation. Trailblazer going to be spotting out. Oh, the teammate in the smoke as well. They should know that the last 2 remaining players are towards the top side of the map. Top side of the site. Click still here. Still firing shots. Flash comes through. Not blinded whatsoever. Finds a kill onto Mojo. Now just one player settling Nexga. Hoping that Kale can somehow pull it out, but with just 9 HP, it's not going to be the case. Kai opened up the round and he closes it with a great round coming through. Another great attempt from Path, and they secure that one.
Man, that was a really close round as well. And like we said earlier, right? They really do like to take their time. Always down to the wire, down to as little time as possible. Right? They really want to try and make space and work the map so that they have all the control that they want before committing to any sort of execute. So Path played that really slow, really well, and that was a very good attacking round for Path, right? They do like to change it up though sometimes, right? Hitting A fast, they then taking it slow. So the change of pace is kind of refreshing to see from these 2 Malaysian teams. Some of them, I mean, a team like Nexga, they really like to play it slow all the way. But it seems like Path has a little bit of variation to their game, which could give them a slight advantage in the long term, right? So let's just see how it's gonna pan out throughout this best of 3. Meanwhile, Zeke. So let's click. The first pick has been found by Path, so I guess that's kind of their time, right, to execute and hit a site.
Squashed.
Yeah, and they know that because of these low buys on the side of Nexga, they're very eager to find opening picks. Yeah, they don't have a lot of info with the utilities, lacking as well on this low buy, so you just take a little bit of map control, wait for the re-aggression coming in from the defenders, finds 2 picks, spots out a third, and Kai looking crispy today, might I say.
He really is. I mean, in fact, all the players from Path are looking kind of sharp.
Yeah, I love to see that, especially from Kai. I think, having, needing to be the IGL to call, to manage all these IGL duties as well as aim, it can be quite difficult, right? So really nice to see that he's online here today, and I think they're gonna need his help, right? If they want to take home this win. Nexga is a very strong opponent, but so far they're looking clean. 5 players still standing, just the last 2. If they can find a little bit of damage, would be nice. They're gonna want to go down regardless.
Oh, Boogie just looking the
Last
wrong.
player
Sorry,
standing.
yeah, Boogie looking the wrong way there. Haka silently dropping in to drop, so there's no way he could have known that there was someone there. But all in all, right, Boogie is the only casualty for that round. And
good,
Path,
yeah.
their economy is so strong anyway. It doesn't matter if they lose 1 or 2, rifles here and there. They will be always able to buy. So now the ball is really in Nexga's court, right? How are they going to try and break this economy of Path? How do they want to try and, not only break the economy, but retain as many guns as possible? Because the economy is so fragile at the moment that, a gust of
Yeah.
wind is going to just make them broke.
It's just a buy save, vicious cycle of poverty, as you termed it,
Yeah,
right?
it's the cycle of... Oh, he's so blind, but he somehow manages to get out scot-free. Pain Shell just clipping on the roof of the arch there, manages to stop any damage from hitting the side of Team Path. And now, this C-side is completely open, instantly. They try and walk up onto the side, but they don't even want to commit, even if they have no information, right? They decide that, even though we have so many players here, we have no information on the C side, we're not gonna commit just yet. Wait for everyone to rally, then we'll hit it together. They're so patient and so
planted.
calculative on how they want to take this side. I think it's very admirable that they practice this participation.
Showstopper coming in from both sides, but Boogie comes out on top on that one. Mojo trying as he might, but Wrath is there. Namia tries to answer back, but they've already got a flank coming in the form of Kai. They have no idea whatsoever. And yeah, he shut the door behind him. It's just left onto Haka. Stuff between Rock and Oh, death. Kai just toying with this food right here. Even waiting for a little bit of backup before they swing on this issue. And Pa extend their lead to 7. Looking real clean so far. And that round right there, despite all the action towards A, it's actually Zeke to find the opening kill onto the C side here. Look at the double showstoppers coming through. I don't know how the first one did hit. I think it missed I think it missed Wrath by just a sliver. But yeah, I love how, as you mentioned, right, they didn't immediately escalate straight into the C side without information. They waited for everyone to be ready before they actually, executed together as a team. So great scene so far. And again, that cycle of poverty, down on a weird buy again. It's got Bulldog, Bucky, a couple of upgraded pistols. Looking a little bit rough.
The Bucky is always an X factor in these type of rounds, right? You never know what a Bucky could do for your team. But as seen that he's playing towards this A position, it might be a little bit difficult.
A little bit difficult. He's getting up close though, so
Yeah,
it might
okay.
be good for one. I don't know if he's going to pull up
the dog's
Kale
gonna
special.
He actually managed. I think he managed to avoid being caught there by the Trailblazer, but he will have to scale up again, and this time Kai is already up and ready. So honestly, this Bucky will not find value unless they decide to hit the B and C side. Which honestly, at this point, looking at where the players are positioned, it's not that impossible. 3 players towards C, it seems like that's gonna be the side of choice, but so many utility from the Killjoy is already stacked onto the side. Smoke to deter them as well. Meanwhile,
Look at
Kai
all
is
this-
getting as
Yeah,
much. It's so much information, right?
He's making so much noise, opening the door, putting up his wall. It's drawn a little bit of attention, but there's still 2 players here waiting.
30
And Boogie
seconds
just
left.
waiting for the call, the flash. Double satchels. Oh, the Namia's paranoia is great. What a great timing, but he doesn't catch the players behind. Zeke pounces on that as well. Finds a great pick on towards the B side. Here comes the pivot from Pa.
Yeah, because Zeke is already in their spawn.
Yeah, and Haka's the only one here. They've gotten Kai towards this broken door as well, and the pit being committed. I don't know how much I like this. Really, really difficult, especially considering the weapons that they have. They don't have great positioning, and Zeke finds Simon Neo on the extremities as well. That's not great to find. Haka, he has his pit, but he doesn't have teammates. He doesn't have great weapons, and Zeke is just chilling on top.
One
His
enemy
pit is
remaining.
horrible. And Kale gets taken out in the mix as well. Haka's found a Bucky. Dropped by his teammate, taps the spike, and okay, finds the first one, dancing around, knife out, jumps straight into the hands of Wrath. And he himself actually has a shorty in hand, ready for that kind of situation. So,
Last round before the switch.
yet again, a great mid-round call off the back of pressure and map control. Kai taking so much space towards A, Zeke finding the pick towards mid, and then the call to pivot towards B. I love everything that I'm seeing from Path in this map so far.
We did say that the Bucky is going to be that wild card or that
Yeah.
X factor, and I
He got
guess
one.
he did manage to get one. so that's pretty cool. But I'm not sure about that Viper pit as well. I
Yeah.
don't really think that it does anything apart from letting you on site for free. But on a lower buy with only shares to work with, what are you gonna do? It doesn't cover the top of the site as well. So like we saw, right? Anybody could just jump on into that site from any given location, and it's gonna catch you off guard. Meanwhile, Kai holding this smoke, the smoke fades, and he finds Simon Yo in the process as well. Wrath, good for another, and all of a sudden, once again, Nexga are down 2 players before the site is even hit. I think at this point, a little bit of caution or
You should run.
just playing a little bit more passive might benefit Nexga more. Even if you try and go for a 5v5 retake instead of losing, 2-3 players every round before they even manage to put the spike down.
Man, not even going A. Look at this. I love this coming from Path. Just pulling Nexga around like this, like a puppet on string. Mojo has enough of that.
Wow.
It takes a face full of Boombot, vulnerable up as
planted.
well. Nexga just cannot catch a break. Kill. Oh, I get spotted. Oh,
Flawless.
It's because
My
of the near
God.
sighted, was it?
the dog
still
got
managed- Yeah,
nearsighted.
Trailblazer still saw him
Switching
in the corner.
sides.
He turned
Yeah.
it.
Saw his little leg or something. But yeah, I mean, Path looks so nice. I don't know, maybe this is the new form Path. They got a little bit of a break, like I think a week since the last time they played, to really iron out all the issues, and they're looking real nice today. I don't know what's the difference per se, apart from what we're seeing on the server. Maybe it's just the chemistry that's working out. I love the calling that's been done. I don't know if it's Kai or Click that's actually being the IGL. Maybe it's a a team effort, but regardless, really nice to see. Moving over to arguably, okay, never mind. That was the better side anyway. So, yeah, moving over. I was about to say moving over to the better side, but I realized they started on attack
Yeah,
anyway.
they
so.
did start on the better side.
But 9-3 is a great scoreline. Rubble control being taken by Path this time. Really clean. Just a wall together with a paint shell as well as a flash. Next guy.
There.
Looks like they want to go towards B.
Yeah, they're just chilling, waiting for anyone to overpeak. And look at how Path are playing, right? As compared to how Nexga decides to play. The previous rounds really pushing out and then losing the 1v1s. I'm sure Path is more than happy to just play the retake, right? Look at him already, brought down solo, click in this broken door area, manages to get one Zeke, good for the crossfire, and he's just stuck in a meat grinder right now. 2 players, or 3 players rather, on that B side, just holding, exchanging
down.
kills
Steve
left
had
and
the
right. The
spike.
spike has fallen. The Haka immediately picks that one back up, but he's already down to a man
locked
advantage. And
in.
Boogie is already in your spawn. Do you know that there is a player here? Now they know, right? He gave away his position, but a quick 2 taps.
Okay.
From Boogie, isolating the fights perfectly, taking the favorable gunfights with that ghost is what he wants to do, and Path bring it to double digits. Winning that pistol round was so important because now they're just probably set for 11.
Yeah. Boogie's back, baby. Look at these shots. Looks like he never left at all. So, yeah, as you mentioned, that pistol round super important for Nexga now that they've lost it. And they didn't even get the spike plan, right? If they got the spike plan, I think very easily you could call for a force buy. They didn't, so now they're just gonna opt for full sheriffs in their back pocket. They don't have great util as well, so they're just gonna accelerate straight into this seaside. Maybe? No, this toxic orb just delays them, buys so much time. Namia tries to find a different avenue of approach, but there's a dark cover there as well. Double controllers making it real difficult so far. A lurk smoke towards this B site. And everyone's just trying to go find their ones, right? See if you can find a pick here or there. Kai! Lovely shots from Kai! Man is back! Zeke answers back with the
down,
Spectre
Zeke.
as well. And it's all falling apart. Nexga, one by one they fall. Namia picks up a nice kill onto Wrath, but that's consolation prizes if I've ever seen one. Trailblazer clears out the close corner. Boogie again alive and back in the server to deal some damage.
Dude, Path look red hot at the moment. They are just so on form. It doesn't matter what type of gunfights you take. They're just one-tapping you all across the map. Left and right. It doesn't matter where you go. You want to walk into the crosshairs of Boogie. You want to choose to walk into Kai. Either way, your head's getting blown off. Right? Look at how sharp these players are today. I think they're really feeling themselves, right? I'm not sure what changed, like you said. Is it just having the 2 IGLs? But it seems like maybe, you know, having to not think that much about when they want to execute, right? And they just focus all their mental stack onto, you know, your crosshair placement, your firepower, your reaction time. These players are just not missing any shots whatsoever. I think Nexga has no chance to fight back. The player's not whiffing.
I think they need a bit of a trap play setup, something creative from the side of Nexga. Maybe a very strong execute coming in, and they need to do it now. This is the bonus round coming in from Team Path. They don't have the best weapons, but they have 3 players on the A side. That's the right call the time being. But look at this. Namia across the map finds a kill onto Kai. That's the only player towards the C side. And B, in fact. So all 4 players on Team Path towards A. Nexga pivot into the B side through the broken door. And they're actually gonna go all the way to the extremities into the C side. Nami has cleared it out completely. Simon Neo,
1
close call.
HP.
Yeah, Wrath still manages to find a kill, so that's a weapon given over, but surely that should still mean a win for Nexga. They've gotten so much control, so much space in fact. And everyone from Path are coming in from the same direction towards Waterfall and CT. A setup here. Oh, Paranoia could break it all up. Oh, a bit of an awkward situation. The Satchel not coming in ideal situation right there. Click, though. Wait, down to 1 versus 1. Mojo versus Click. 1 HP on Click, though.
He doesn't see. Wait,
Close angle. Oh, Mojo. Thankfully so, still here to ensure things don't get too out of hand, but all things considered. It's quite a little bit of damage, right?
Very expensive round. A very expensive win for Nexga, right? And I'm not sure about, you know, how they like to play, but it seems like Team Path are more than happy to go for the the 5v5 retakes, the 4v4, the 4v5 retakes. They don't want to lose any more unnecessary players than than needed. Especially since they already gave up the site, right? Oh, the wall bang there on towards Boogie, bring him down to 90 HP. He has managed to get rubble. Simon Liu is paranoia. He's just running and gunning, running and spraying and praying to hope to get Boogie, but Boogie just dances his way out of that. And he does manage to get away scot-free. Gonna get healed up as well. So no harm done. Nexga already down the duelist, right? That's their entry power. Their explosive start onto the site has been stopped. So now you can see their position, right? They don't even know where they want to kind of push. They're just holding angles in their spawn. Mojo pushing out all alone as well. If he gets caught here, that's their initiator out of the picture as well. So probably not too much of a good idea. He's making a lot of noise, but they're walking right back onto Boogie. Boogie getting a little bit, excited here. Not sure if he wants to fall back or to look away. Sandwiched between all the utility. But Click is gonna play on side. Gets tagged by the Guardian. Down to half HP. But Puff still has the man advantage. And they have the Seekers to work with as well. So locations revealed. All three players spotted at that rubble position.
30 seconds
And they have
left.
3 players on the A side as well. Path have the right stack for the time being, but Kai's got to be careful because they're pivoting into his domain. He's the only player here. Has to be careful. Spots the jumper, but Mojo's there to knock his head off. And Zeke's still here. The smoke will delay him for the time being. The spike should be able to go down without too much issues.
10 seconds.
Flash comes through. They want to push on this issue before the spike goes down. Spot where it's being planted from Haka. Answers back, and so does Nami as well. The flood retake not coming out how they would like it, and Nexga prevent things from getting from bad to worse, and instead they convert that round.
Yeah, and really much needed rounds for Nexga. But if you take a look at the scoreboard, right, just pressing, you press tab, you look at the history of the matches.
Okay.
2 rounds is all they get.
In a row? Like, yeah.
Right, 2 rounds has been all they get. So, if they can break this curse, I believe that Nexga can mount a comeback. Right, it's all in the mind. If you can break this 2-round curse, possibly this could be the comeback for you. But as I say it, as Zeke takes out Kai with and Kai removes another head in the form of Namia with the Sheriff as well. They retrieve guns. This is a thrifty round. This is not the round that you want to lose if you are Nexga. Of all the rounds possible, not this one. But they're already down to 3. Where do they want to go from here? 3 players all stacked up in this C position. And the players that are holding C, Kai has a Vandal and light armor as well.
They wanted to find Kai, but he managed to pick up the rifle and scamper back into sight. They opened the door trying to isolate him, but yeah, and look at where they are. They have no idea where Kai could have gotten off to. And they're so suspicious of the flank as well. They lost their Killjoy, so they don't have the turret for that flank as well. It's gonna be the C side. Kai still standing here, but he doesn't get anything. Simon Hill into the side. Wrath goes down as well. The Nexga stabilizing the battlefield for the time being. The rest of the players, I don't think they have too many more weapons, right? Just pistols on the side of Path for this retake. Showstopper invested, but Mojo knocks him out of the round. Zeke with the Ghost actually finds a second kill in this round so far, but
Last player standing.
eventually his teammate gets taken out. He picks up a rifle for his hard work, but in a 1 versus 2, can Zeke do the impossible? Flash comes through. The smoke on mid side makes it incredibly difficult. They can reposition. Spamming around these corners as smoke goes down. This crossfire setup is deadly if I've ever seen one. Undoable, unwinnable. Haka picks up a 3rd. And they, thankfully so, convert that anti-eco round.
Sigh of relief here. Losing 2 players to pistol at the start of the round is probably not what you want to happen, especially on your eco, right? Like they have no guns, and losing 2 players to a ghost that round is cutting it really close.
Yeah.
But somehow Path do manage, not Path, Nexga do manage to stabilize the round. And like I said, they have beaten their 2-win streak and are now on a 3-round win streak. So hopefully, with the curse lifted, Nexga can find a way to crawl their way back into the game to challenge and contest Path for this first map.
Yeah, but look at the ults though. They have great ults on this attacking side. Nexga, great chance for this execute and post spawn. Nobody playing within the site. Kale's gonna be playing, sorry, not Kale. Zeke's gonna be playing off site in a retake setup. The rest of his team slowly coming in to back him up. They have a suspicion it's gonna be the A site, and it in fact is. Simon Neo into the site. Oh, there's no smoke towards heaven. He gets taken down by the utility. Such low HP. But the Viper's pick comes down towards the stairs position and it isolates the remaining players. But Zeke finds Simon Neo a bit over-eager.
Spike planted.
Unable to win out that duel. And that's a man advantage. Give it over the defense. This retake going to be coming in nice and swift. Smoke comes through. Ojo stuck within the side of Paranoia as well. Oh, and the lockdown being invested on the attacking side. Oh, but the flash comes through. I don't know if it was a team one. Mojo still manages to find the kill. Zeke answers back. But the Killjoy lockdown's going through and they have no chance whatsoever. They have to push the issue. Haka holds his ground within his ult. And the defenders are flushed out. Go in for a second pump at this. But Kai finds him on the reload. Nano Swarm is there. Oh, but Namia on the back of the side. But Zeke gets off the defuse. They have to provide cover fire. Kill cannot find the kills. And somehow, some way path, it looked like an impossible doing. But they somehow still pull it out of the hat.
Match point.
Exactly. I mean, they committed the pit as well. One of the most powerful post-plant ultimates that, or rather the most powerful post-plant ultimate that Nexga has, right? With the Viper's pit, it makes it really difficult to retake. Somehow, they do manage to find a way to sneak into that pit and catch Kai where he's not, sorry, not Kai. Haka where he's not looking.
I mean, between Kai and Zeke, both of them were the only two players actually found kills. Zeke just running in, you know, guns blazing, and Kai with crucial kill onto Haka actually. But jumping straight into what could be the very last round of this map. Fully bought up. That's our next guy. Don't have a lot of cash. Don't have a lot of utility. It's a 4-man setup towards this C mount position. They're waiting on any piece of contact. They have Kai in a really, really interesting position. Kind of stuck there if the door doesn't open, and yes, it does. So he has options. And that put question marks in the head of Nexga, right? What could be happening towards the C side? They don't want any of it. They're moving towards this A site. It looks like they're getting a lot of control towards Rubble as well. And as time ticks by, look at the setup coming in from Path. It has to be dismantled. They think it's gonna be an A play. Kai peeps out, breaks the turret, but Kale's still here on this lurk. And we all know how great Kale is on this lurk. But Simon Neo is actually gonna be the first one to have some action towards this A site. Using the showstopper, he's gonna clear out the entirety of A. He's going to put pressure on Heaven as well. Swings out into 4 players. Somehow still manages to get away with 1. But Kai falls victim to that Kale lurk. And there is the pivot. There is the mid-round call coming in. They're going to go into the C side. Kale just buying time, being a nuisance in the side of T-Path. How did they recover this though?
On the other side of the map, Haka is still there.
Yeah.
So if they do manage to flush out the 2 players on the side, it's going to be a free defuse because Haka is just way too far to do anything. They're all isolated. 2 players towards Link. That's gonna be 1 left. Click removes Kill out of the equation. The spike has been planted though, and Namia is still on the site. Paranoia to be used to stop Boogie from kind of assaulting him, just running into the site. All players are playing post plant, but they still have smokes available, so it's really difficult. And now it's crunch time. Path, you have to try and defuse. There's lineups. And Ralph just walking into the smoke does not connect the shot onto Mojo. I think this is going to be a round for Nexga as well. They absolutely have no time. The lineups going to be able to deter Team Path from sticking that spike. Namia falls in the process, but that doesn't matter. Actually, it does. Just no money.
It might.
But they can buy for him, so it's fine.
Okay, thankfully.
Haka can buy for Namia.
Okay, Haka can
It's
buy.
okay.
Simon Neo. Thank you. Might be missing a little bit of util or armor. So okay, still fair enough. It's gonna be a weird half purchase coming in from Team Path. 2 rifles actually for Click and Boogie.
That's fine. They have 3 ultimates, and they can even wait for 5 ultimates if they really want to do so. Right? Like all they need is 1 round.
That is true.
Famous last words though.
All they need is 1.
All they need is 1.
Trap play coming through. Click tries his best, but Akka and Simon Neo are all there to receive. Expect this coming through, and with, you know, arguably not the best weapons, Boogie, the only rifle left. Blinds him up, a little bit of a labored spray. And they know where Zeke is, right? They saw him in the kill feed taking down Kale. He's on 20 HP though, so it's gonna be a little bit difficult for him to pull away this win. And just go for the save.
they just chill, go for the save. I think Zeke. You know, if Zeke really wanted to try and get a kill, maybe an exit frag would be nice.
It would be
Because
nice.
looking at the economy of Nexga, they're not that well off, even though, 3 in a row, then they lost 1, and then they won 1. Their money is pretty bad. If they lose a few guns, they will not be able to buy up, and then Puff
but that-
might just
the post
roll
plan-
them with the amount of ultimates that they have.
Yeah, but where they're playing from this post plant should be okay, Zeke. I don't know how far he wants to push this. Oh, there's a
Uh-oh.
little bit of footstep.
Uh-oh. Oh, wait, what? Oh, he took out his knife at a wrong
Yeah.
timing there. If not, he probably would have found Namia, or if he didn't get anxious and started running, probably would have gotten Namia before he went down. But
Oh, good.
all good, yeah. He does go down in the end, and now they're able to buy up a kill. Operator on attack as the Sentinel. That is a very interesting buy, don't you think?
A little bit of a hero play, I think. They want to throw a little bit of chaos
You
in the works.
really need to be a hero at this point. You're kind of ahead, and if you lose, you just lose.
That is, yeah. Maybe he's just holding down this flank position, I guess. Let's see how it pans out, though. I don't really want to doubt Kale. It's been great so far. Satchel in the face of Simon there, and Boogie comes out on top. He's still pushing in for more. Spots on the head
What?
of He takes him down. A blind spray from Mojo thankfully shuts him down. But in the meantime, look at where Namia has teleported over to. They have a sneaking suspicion
They know.
and click. Oh, thankfully so,
I've
yeah.
got your trail.
They clear out
And
the
now-
angles diligently.
They do have lockdown. They do have Found the Shadows. Even if it's a 3v2 retake, they can just use it, right? Like there's no harm just playing the 3v2 retake at this point. It's totally fine. From the Shadows to reposition, you can really pincer players in onto the side if you do use that from the Shadows as well. And
At the same time, right, there's so much time still left that ultimate was a little preemptive for my liking. So now it still leaves about 50 seconds for Nexga to work around this map, and you can see Team Path not too sure. They're playing very passive positions. They don't have a lot of information. Thankfully, the turret's still on C. So Z can still kind of lean towards this B site, and that is where the commitment's going to be coming in from Kale. Very awkward with this
Wow.
AWP. Yeah, this is not the angles that you want to take. And with an AWP,
30 seconds left.
still pushes away Zeke for the time being. The spike should be able to go down, and it's planted for the ceiling
Spike
position, so they need
planted.
to get rid of Zeke. Zeke is going to be a real annoyance, and they're actually going to opt for a different position. Kale going to be playing towards this B main position as they split up. Mojo going to be taking his own little corner towards this broken door. One good smoke, though, might just ruin his day. Wrath is still alive.
yeah, having Wrath alive here with the
Placing
smokes
swarm grenade.
is gonna make things
Swarm
really
grenade
difficult
out.
for this operator from Kai. Oh, that Nanoswarm took out a huge chunk of Wrath's HP as well. And now they will have to
Oh,
try
no.
and tap the spike. Just not looking the right way. Oh! Almost
Kill!
touched him up, but somehow Zeke is still here. The smoke might fade, but there's no space for him to run. He just sticks it. Kale taking his time to line up that
my.
shot as well, calculating the angle. Where could he possibly be? Because if he whiffed that shot, it's over.
That was over. It was over. It was one. He had 2 shots through the smoke. But this is how it all started. Boogie. Hero plays come through, right? Towards this mount position. That's exactly what you want from your duelist. Nama tries his very best, but gets spotted out. But at the end of the day, a hero man himself, Mr. Kale, through the smoke, almost lined up 2. And I don't know how he lines up both at the same, in the same round. And they needed that. That was huge. 9-12 now. The gap slowly shrinking. 3 rounds of difference. And Path down on a low buy. Kai is the only one with a rifle in hand in the Guardian. And they are going to hit towards his side though. So it might get a little bit interesting.
It is fast execute here from Nexga, just running right onto the side past all that Nano Swarm. Just dealing a little bit of chip damage, so it's fine. Zeke throwing that Swarm Grenade, trying to stop them from going onto the side just as much as possible here. Kai has a Guardian, and we have seen what he can do with this weapon. So much damage. The Boombot, oh, this might be huge. He needs to line up 2, but he gets a little bit anxious on the shot. Gets one showstopper from Boogie. I do not like how they're staggering their ultimates here.
Yeah.
Just few players left alive, not able to remove the alarm bot. The showstopper catches absolutely nobody. No damage whatsoever. And that is exactly what happens with that paint shot as well. Boogie has so much to do. He has to stop the lineups, but there is no possible way. And Nexga, they are making a run back, giving Path a run for their money right now.
Yeah, kill with the off in the post lands. pretty nice weapon to have, especially considering that especially when there aren't any smokes. But here Kai had the opportunity to actually get both kills, but unfortunately back's turned with the guidance. Not the easiest thing in the world, to be fair. Boogie tried his best, but Kale's not missing his shot in this map so far. So back we go. Kale topping the scoreboard 19-8 with the op in hand. Boogie still contesting this A rubble position, but nobody's here. It's a 5-man stack towards this C site for Nexga. Up against Path Kai. It's always been here towards the C site. This time he has his Viper's Pit as well. He wants to use it. Showstopper invested, and yeah, he just opts for a retake setup, evacuating the site. Simon Neo tries to find Kai. Gotta be careful because he's just around the corner. Actually takes on Vandal instead. This fight could be very pivotal in the grand scheme of things. Kai. Ooh, here's the footsteps. Remember being dropped over. And he's just gonna respect it, push him back, hold them in. But they're pushing on the flank. They've destroyed. Oh no! Oh no! They don't miss it. Boogie caught in the mix, but he's got his teammates though at the very least. In the meantime, Nexga are pushing the issue. They're pushing into Waterfall. They've gotten control over that piece of map control, but Zeke is here in a weird angle coming through. Mojo connects the shot. And here comes the retake coming in from the flank position. Boogie finds Nami on the top of the boxes. Simon Neo, only man here at the back, trying as much as he can. Knocks down Boogie from so many angles to deal with. He cannot find anything. And now just down to Haka in a 1 versus 3 with everything to do. Team Path right at the very end as Nexga attempt their comeback. They shut them down right at the very end, 13-10.
I mean, that was a little bit scary from Boogie, right? He whiffed on that, lockdown at that C long position and gave us all a little bit of a heart attack. But I feel that, I don't know, man. I feel Path, they did what Nexga could not, which is play the retakes. Right? Nexga was so aggressive in how they wanted to defend that they ended up losing 2 to 3 players even before the spike gets planted, right? And at that point, after losing 2 to 3 players and then the spike gets planted, the retake becomes impossible. Meanwhile, on the side of Path, they're happy to take it slow. In fact, they're happy to lose rounds as well, right? They're more than happy to just follow their protocols, play the retake situation. And I think that's one of the edge, that's the edge, right, that they have up against Nexga. Maybe they can take this break to try and recalibrate what they want to do against this more passive approach from Path. But taking a look at the scoreboard, we do have the MVP, right, which is going to be Boogie. You can't see, so almost 300 ACS, right, as well as 5 first bloods, and 24 kills, 17 deaths, 1 assist. This guy is on an absolute tear. You see that he's very confident with the way he wants to take his team fights, right? And especially in that last round. Even though he whiffed on that lockdown, which was really scary, he literally just full send and ran in that C main position and just killed everyone.
Yeah, Path on top. But yeah, it's great to see Boogie, right? He came in. This is, I guess, re-debut in Path. Coming into the team now with Kai as well as Click in the roster. Both of them actually putting up great numbers in their own right as well. And yeah, with the entry man of Boogie, they're looking really, really strong. I love the mid-round calling that we've seen so far. And overall, as you mentioned, right, they know how to play their setups very, very nicely if they just give themselves time. If they don't rush the issue, if they just take their time, work on those retakes, work on those executes, they look really, really clean.
Yeah, exactly. And just, I want to mention Click as well. This guy has 7 plants, and he's the second on the scoreboard. Right? This guy, he's the guy that plants all the spikes, but he also has 20 kills to his names. Right? And he has 3 first bloods as well. I think the first bloods are kind of spread out across the map. Everyone more than happy to take their fair share of fights, so to open up the map or to give their team an advantage. So definitely not afraid to take fights, even though they are more towards, waiting for someone to walk into them rather than actually walking into the enemy. So yeah, we will be going for a short break. Of course, take a look at the highlights while you're recharging on your drinks and your food and your snacks and whatnot. But when we come back, we will be going for map number 2 of Haven. Once again, this is Path up against Nexga, so don't go anywhere. We will be right back.
I'm falling. Make it make sense, it must be the temptation speaking. What am I supposed to do? Cause it feels so good. Feeling wild like a zoo, put me in a mood. Put me in a mood. Maybe I should've known that it ain't real. How'd you know how to get into my feelings? You're a trip giving me hopeless illusion. Hopeless illusion. Maybe I should've known that it ain't real. How'd you know how to get into my feelings? You're a trip giving me hopeless illusion. Hopeless illusion. Hopeless illusion. Hopeless illusion. Maybe I should've known that it ain't real. How'd you know how to get into my feelings? You're a trip giving me hopeless illusion. Hopeless illusion. Hopeless illusion.
Cause we be on a tough love. Oh, we feeling so high. Don't be afraid of falling, falling. Cause you know we gon' fly. Cause we be on a tough love. Oh, we feeling so high. Don't be afraid of falling, falling. Cause you know we gon' fly. Cause we be on a tough love. Cause we be on a tough love. Oh, we feeling so high. Don't be afraid of falling, falling. Cause you know we gon' fly. Cause we be on a tough love. Cause we be on a tough love. Don't be afraid of falling. Cause you know we gon' fly. Cause we be on a tough love. Oh, we feeling so high. Don't be afraid of falling, falling. Cause you know we gon' fly. Cause we be on a tough love. Oh, we feeling so high. Don't be afraid of falling, falling. Cause you know we gon' fly. Cause we be on a tough love. Cause we be on a tough love.
And welcome back everyone to the Cloudy Tournament Malaysia-Singapore Rivalry. And my name is Lemon, and of course with me is Kodan, and we will be kicking off game number 2 of Nexga up against Path. Alright, so of course you see Kodan wrapping that Path merch. So if Nexga, you guys want to send your casters any jerseys to wear, we will be happy to rep you guys as well. I'm kidding. But let's take a look at the scoreboard of the previous game, right? So you guys can see, you know, what we did, what you guys couldn't see the last round. So yeah, Boogie topping the scoreboard. He was our MVP for the last match. So 5 first bloods to his name, 24, almost 300 ACS. And right behind him is Click, right? 20, 13, and 18. That is a lot of assists.
Oh yeah, that's a bunch of assists. I think a lot of heals as well. You know, not on top of the flashes, but it's really cool to see Kai and Click both performing really well. I mean, Kai also up there, 18, 13, and 6. Really solid performance from him. On the other side though, Kale, I think he did his very best, right? 4 first bloods, 19 and 19, top of the scoreboard as the Killjoy. But unfortunately, Path just seemed like the cleaner team in that first map. So yeah, that's how the cookie crumbled, and Path 1-0 up in the season already. If they win the next map, of course, they're gonna move on into, well, I guess it's technically the lower finals. Yeah, and Nexga gotta win this next one if they want to stay alive in this tournament.
I mean, this is Nexga's pick, if I'm not mistaken. Alright, because the defense side is Pop, so I assume this is Nexga's pick. And firstly, Path defense is a bit weird. They chose to start defense on Haven. Because usually you would want to start attack, right?
I think it just shows who's the defender side at the bottom.
Yeah.
I can't remember the
Like
map
who
vetoes
picked,
on who
like,
picked.
map veto, right?
I mean,
But
regardless, I think Haven is a map that both of these teams are pretty comfortable on.
yeah, but now it's gonna be, you know, like we said, right? Lotus as well as Haven are our only 3-side maps in the entire roster, or the map pool, right? I mean, the entire game, right? There's only 2 3-side maps, and looking at how Team Path played that first map, I think Nexga really will have to reevaluate how they wanna tackle, because I would assume that their playstyle is gonna be exactly the same, right? Really slow, you know, holding the map and just waiting for them to overstep their boundary. Right, so I think, or rather I hope that Nexga has had their thinking caps on to see how they want to counter this. Taking a look at the screen, you can see the agent select as well. Almost a mirror match, actually not really. Breach and Reyna. So I guess that's the only difference, right? One team opting for the double initiator, that's gonna be Team Path, and Nexga will be running that double duelist composition. And also kind of interesting, don't you think? You are the team that lost the first map, and coming into the second map, you double down and hope to win all your gunfights with double duelists.
Something for you guys to take note, right? Kale is actually going to be on the jet this time. So instead of the Sentinel, which, you know, is a little bit more static, now Kale's going to be on that high fragging potential duelist in the form of jet. So really interesting to see. Simonio going to be on that radar, of course. So we'll see how these 2 double duelists fare up against the double initiators, right? So as you mentioned, you want to double down on the double duelists. Of course, you got to put them under the microscope, Simon Neo as well as Kale. And Kale's already demonstrated that he can put up numbers, right? So I guess focus gonna be a little bit more pressure onto Simon Neo to see how he performs as that Reyna. So I'm curious to see how it pans out.
I feel like while I did say, you know, double down on duelists, I feel like maybe their line of reasoning would be that Simon Neo was not doing too hot on that race, right, as a solo entry. So maybe this time they want to put Kale into that entry role.
Right.
To allow Simon Neo to kind of shine in terms of his aim on that Reyna. So he's more of a trading role now, right? You take the space, blind for your jet, go in and pick up the kills that he can't with all the information and space that he has given you. So maybe that's what they're trying to go for, and let's just see if that's how it's gonna pan out, because, you know, theory as well as application always comes out very differently in the actual game.
Love this, pushing out together with the drone. The drone pushes back the initial presence from the attackers, and Boogie has already gotten great positioning. Cleared out the entirety of A. They know that it's not going to be an A push. They pivot into the B side. Wrath is already here predicting them to come towards this position. A flash and a P comes through, catches him completely blind. Simon know nothing to do. And Kale can't trade his friend out. Now Wrath just puts so much pressure. Boogie on the backlines already goes for the early flank. Mojo only good for one. And that defense of the B side, the post plant just gets absolutely obliterated.
Where is Namia looking at? I think he was smoking right in the open and he didn't expect Boogie
Might
to
have
push
been,
out
yeah.
the window.
Yeah.
So they're just looking at nothing.
Boogie was
And-
so fast on that flank, right? Because off the drone, he was already in A main like so early on before they even went into the B side. So,
But they
that
heard
flank was
gunshots,
really
right?
fast.
Surely they would, think that somebody would be in window.
Maybe, I'm not too sure. I didn't really get a chance to analyze
Someone
it
was
fully.
firing. It wasn't Boogie, but
okay.
the person behind him was firing off classic shots. So there could be a possibility. Maybe they just doubled down and just went like, hey, I don't think they're gonna push us. They don't seem like the type of team. And unfortunately, that's not the case. They did get punished. Boogie holding this Marshall gets the first tag.
Oh
I think
my.
he had a collateral
Yeah,
on
yeah.
Simon as well, and the shock dart deals just enough damage to take him out. And
Oh my.
giving us so much damage with that shock dart as well.
remaining.
Boogie just going on an
Spike
absolute
down A.
rampage, taking his time to take the long range duels with that Marshall, and more than happy to line them up and gun them down. And the last player remaining is going to be Namia on the other side of the map, facing down his counterpart. That's going to be Kai, and he has that judge stunned up.
That's the most accurate
Gonna
stun I've
try
ever seen.
and teleport his way out of there, but the stinger spray from Zeke is going to connect, and Namia will fall. A flawless round for Team Path, and they are continuing their streak, right? That's 2 pistol rounds, one from the last half of the last game, and then now they won their pistol round and converted it as well. So a 2-0 lead up, but now is the important round, now is the buy round.
Yeah, these shots so nicely done. Shock darts also credit to Click. Dealt quite a bit of damage with that ability of his. And a really clean round. So they should be a little bit potent in this one. They have a Phantom in the hands of Wrath, a couple of Stingers, of course the Marshal as well as the Judge. Scan comes through, really curious. I haven't really seen them too often. Getting straight into the line of danger. Spots out Simon Neo. Kills there for the trade.
Remaining.
And suddenly just
Down
falls
A.
down to Haka, left alone. This crunch towards his inside from Sewers as well as Long is completely caught Nexga off guard. And Father just gonna push on this issue as well. This bonus round looks like it's gonna be a victory, regardless of what Haka does. He's completely boxed in. He doesn't have the spike. And Kai is one of the most annoying weapons in this kind of engagements.
Yeah, he is never gonna ever walk out of that smoke alive, right? Walking right into the Judge, you're just dead. Especially without armor,
Crossfire
right?
as
Only
well,
125 HP to try and retake the spike. At most, you try and get guns out of the hands of Path, but why does it matter? This is their bonus.
Yeah, this is a bonus. It doesn't really, even if they all die, as long as they win the round, that's the most important thing. Kai?
Oh,
One enemy remaining.
Oh, wait a minute. Wait a minute.
45, surely not, right?
We didn't give him
He
enough
has the
credit.
stinger. Oh, he's looking the wrong way, he's dead.
30 seconds
Oh,
left.
he didn't push.
No, Zeke is just holding. He's expecting the commitment towards the A side, but Haka playing the mind games. 7 bullets left, 45 HP, and 20 seconds on the clock. He has
makes
time to
it
run
just in
all the
time.
way towards the C side. Yeah, and there's no killjoy utility towards C at all. So now Zeke left in the dark. He has no idea where the other killjoy has run off to, and it's going to
10
be a
seconds
long run all the way towards C for this retake. Gonna give
Yeah.
Haka so much time.
Spike planted.
He does manage to get a gun. Unfortunately, he left the turret as well as the swarm grenade. Alarm bot is, still in his inventory. So he still can kind of use this, but they're gonna go into a head-to-head duel here. Right?
Problem is the spike is not planted for long, but I don't think it's gonna be an issue.
they're
Right?
gonna
Haka's
fight, they're
just
gonna
gonna
fight
face
here.
right here, right now. The turret, I don't think it's gonna watch the flank as well. So, Haka timing! Oh, my gosh, man! No way!
He held that for 20 years!
No way!
And then on the 21st year, he looked away and he dies.
Oh, that's
BS.
Valorant
That is
timing for
annoying.
you guys. That is truly unfortunate.
Come on, man. Dude, if I was Haka, I would be so tilted right there. And they lose, and that is their vote. He could have made it like at least salvageable
Oh
for
my
Nexga,
lord.
right? And now it's just doomed. Now they just broke for 10 generations
Ah.
unless they win 2 rounds in a row.
The problem was the turret was on the boxes, right? So it was actually looking only towards CT. There was a chance that he could have came from garage and avoided all of that killjoy utility. So he had to watch both angles at once, or at least pivot between those two. And the time went by, and timing was just not on his side. Kai, though, the great kill onto Nightmare all the way down C long, that one way actually gonna benefit him in this endeavor.
This is just an absolute disaster. Here, up against the Marshall. Alright, Kyle up against Boogie. Fault line gonna be used. Doesn't
Mojo's
concuss
in.
anyone. Simon brought down really low though. Mojo gets a kill onto Raph. And the Kyle actually takes out Boogie, so that's gonna be the operator down as well. The Marshal always somehow manages to take out the op. Real quick is gonna be facing so many players. Down gets one. Almost gets a second as well. The Reyna brought down really, really low. And now they're just gonna pivot all the way to A. But they don't have much HP to work with. Simon Neo, 21 HP. Kyle's gonna walk into this and he gets a headshot. Doesn't even matter how much HP Simon has, he was dead. Right, Paranoia is probably gonna come through to allow Zeke to push onto the side. Zeke has 2 kills to his name. Can you make more happen? Clearing the side slowly but surely, but there's no players here. It's a player in cubby and one in short, so they have to try and work this. Oh, the operator shots missed. They revealed the first position. Mojo's position revealed. Kale. I'm like getting stuck on like Kai and Kale.
Too many Ks in the server.
There's too many Ks and Ys.
Yeah, I mean,
how did they make that work? Even the Marshal, how did it win the op?
I have no idea. I mean, Kale is just super sharp, I guess, you know, landing that hit shot. And then he picks up the op and it makes magic happen. 3 kills in a round there for Kale. And yeah, I mean, one of those kills actually happened towards the back of B side because, if I'm not mistaken, it was Mojo that actually crept up towards B, evaded the detection of the killjoy utilities. And thankfully so, Nexga find the first round on the board. Namia this time best Kai on that C-long duel. Second time's a charm, I guess. One way of his own. Teleports into the side. Zeke not under pressure. Not sure which angles to clear, which angles to watch from. The Paranoia does not hit. Namia a little bit over eager, but Boogie's on the flank already. Coming in with the knives. Picks up the rifle instead. Oh, nice shot coming in from Boogie. 3 kills already, but Mojo shuts him down. 1 versus 2. He has the spike. Has some time as well. Gonna be walking around the map. Gonna go pivot. And try his best to make it to the A side before Path do, but you can see, yeah, Click's gonna be there before anything happens. Yes, the Hunter's Fury to delay the spike plan regardless as well.
Surely they don't use it, right? Really? Nah.
Yeah, they're going to
Play the retake. They got man advantage, they had
Spike
scan as
planted.
well. And they can just take their time. But Mojo is going to go for the more aggressive approach here, pushing in towards spawn.
Oh, no, what?
His scans are... What? Huh? Where was that
Wait, where?
dart?
Was the dart on
It's-
him?
I don't think so, but it scanned him so deep into that spawn area. How? Where? Why was that scanning? How?
It might have been towards the left wall of the A side, you know, from heaven. You scan the left wall,
Yeah,
and
but it has
maybe
to
it
be
just...
so exact. There's such a tiny like margin
Yeah.
for it to scan that.
Okay, wait, I'm not sure.
He was confused as well. He turned 180 to try and find where in the world did I get scanned from? What?
I tried to look at the replay, but my eyes, I'm just too slow.
Same.
Couldn't catch it.
I couldn't see where it was. But that's crazy.
That's crazy.
I don't know what godlike recon was that, but that's pretty sick.
That's super unlucky though for Mojo.
That's just-
Yeah, the right,
that's
yeah, the right
tragic, dude.
idea.
Mojo was gonna kill them all.
Rather just had the perfect stun lined up. Oh, he's right here. Scan him out of my face.
Yikes. And somehow, Path, it doesn't matter how Nexga plays, the stars always align in Path's favor. Today is just a Path day.
I like to point out that they're actually using the half shield meta, which might be out of meta soon because of the new gun.
140.
Yeah.
160 from Boogie on Simon Neo. It doesn't even matter. Simon Neo is just really not having good games right now. 0 and 6 hasn't been finding any success in, I would say, lurk or trying to make space for his team. He always ends up peeking into the wrong player and gets absolutely one-tapped.
Kale with the op this time,
He has a good
attacking
idea.
side. Yeah, he heard a footstep. So he's aware that there could be someone towards this B side, just holding the line, but no one's actually going to give him any fights whatsoever. And he has the entry eventually. So, wonder what the call is going to be. Oh, the timing again. Click gets spotted out.
Nice
Here comes
shot.
the entry. Great shot. They are coming in from Kale. Raph is still here though. He has a bunch of util available. Flash comes through, but Kai is the one to find the frag instead. The Killjoy locked down to flush out the defenders. In the meantime, Zeke is pushing on this
30
flank.
seconds left.
But so is Namia. He's got control over the C side. In already on the back lines. 1 versus 1 against the controller. Oh, flashes for his teammates come through, but he goes down instead.
One
Boogie
enemy
take another
remaining.
round, and Kai holds his ground. Haka in a 1 versus 4 lines up 2 kills. 12 seconds left. Has to get the spike down
10
though.
seconds left.
I got the spike.
Picks it up. Taps it. Takes it.
enemy remaining.
Into the side runs. Ralph
Oh,
gets
this
taken
could be
down.
huge.
And around the corner. Fakes it as well.
I had to focus.
Zeke out of the round as Haka racks up 4 in that 1 versus 4. Answers back and gives his team a lifeline.
Wait, dude, he is so decisive. Like, the call to stop planting the spike at 2 seconds left and swing.
One enemy
Yeah, I'm not
Like,
sure if he
no one
heard
then just
something.
lose, no?
Yep. I'm not sure if he heard something, or I'm not sure if there's the audio cue given over.
enemy remaining.
First one was great, and then yeah,
No, there was
I
no
don't
audio
know.
cue, he
There's
just swung.
nothing. Wow.
I had to focus.
He decides to just swung. I would never have done that. That's just crazy. No information too. It's just pure game sense and intuition and spider senses. This smoke might fade at an opportune timing here in mid.
Here.
They're not careful. Gale pinging for his team, but Boogie is holding that angle with a Vandal.
So for that to break the Killjoy utility is great right here, but it's a 1 versus 1, and Boogie flicks to the right corner.
Careful here.
Micro adjustment, beautifully done.
Really
This is a really tight angle for Click. Okay, at least it gets
He gets
information.
a bit of chip damage as well. Gonna use the drone here. Gets hit by the shock dart. Perfectly lined. Drops down to 50 HP as well. Jigo peeking, trying to land a shock dart of his own, but no chance. They're already fallen back. Back to the default because they already found space in B. Look at where Simon is. He's found so much space, and surely they have no idea where Simon is right now. But, well, on the side of Path, they don't see anyone. But Nexga doesn't see anyone as well. Ralph is ready to land that Rolling
Found
Thunder at a moment's notice. Alarm bot is triggered, and Namia is about to walk right into Zeke. Or is Zeke gonna walk right into Namia here? He has no idea where Namia is. Namia gets a kill, teleports away, and Haka is on the flank. He hears the player stomping on grass. It's a 2v2 situation,
Oh, bad smoke.
but just so low for Ralph.
enemy
Looking the
remaining.
wrong way, Namia gets another kill. This guy is just dancing around the smoke all over the place, but it's not planted for him. It's not planted for the player in window. The timing is ticking. The spike is ticking down, and Namia gets 3 kills. And just putting Nexga back on the board, all down to a 1-point differential.
They try. Team Path tried to go for a very aggressive push on the flank. Unfortunately, it didn't come out, with any success whatsoever. Nama did a great job right here. You saw those 2 kills, playing around the smoke, isolating these fights. And at that point in time, Kai, yeah, surely there was no more time. Namia ain't gonna be losing those kind of fights. He just needs to jiggle peek, make sure that Kai was off the spike. And now Path down on the eco round. Next guy lining up 2 rounds in a row, looking for a third. Execute straight into the seaside with the charge on kill as well. Interesting weapon. But yeah, no one here to receive. Kai is playing within the smoke, so might throw off a little bit of a timing, but Namia reads him like a book, and Kale's playing within the CT smoke. Pushes out of it as well. He's going for even more. Rock sits him down though. So decent amount of damage already given over. One more would be really nice. Simon Neo, pretty aggressive coming in from him, but they shouldn't be losing too many more weapons.
Oh, I just can't look in the wrong way.
As I say that.
As you say that, caught looking the wrong way, Path Raph going to be bombarding.
Wait!
Hunter's Fury is huge from Click.
Swarm grenade.
And Haka, the last player remaining, the Swarm Grenade, I don't think that connects. They have to try and spam the smoke. Gets the first kill on the Raph. Haka, this man is a clutch machine. Totally unstoppable.
5 HP to boot. It was just an equal round, but they did a lot of damage as well. Thankfully, Nexga doesn't allow things to slip too out of hand. Hunter's Fury was great. Tagged up 2 players. See right here, Click. Great job to find one, but you know, Haka, I think he's been revitalized from that 1 versus 4 and just plays around those angles perfectly.
It equalizes the scoreboard here for Nexga. But 4 and 4, I honestly think all it takes is for Simon Neo to get that first kill. Once he gets that goal, he's gonna start snowballing, and honestly, I think things will go a lot better for Nexga. But right now, Haka picking up the slack for his team. 11 and 5 is one heck of a scoreline, I must say, Kai. Not blinded by that paranoia, not scanned out as well. This could be huge for him. I don't think they know that anyone is home. Gets a first kill on the Haka, gets a second on Nami, and not gonna get a third from kill, but they will be able to trade their teammates out here. And all of a sudden, the members from Nexga all fall down.
A great anchoring jump coming in from Kai. That's, you know, textbook style. You drop a smoke mid-side, you play within it when the recon dart comes through, and you just wait for them to peek you one by one. Brilliantly done to isolate these fights. The teleport comes through in an attempt to break up, you know, his crosshair placement, but at that point in time, there was already too much damage done, too much time bought for his team to rotate for the flood retake. And yeah, credits to Kai. We move on with another buy, while Nexga, now it's their turn to be down on a low purchase. Kale actually fully buying into this one with the knives in tow. See if we can make some magic happen.
He has a shorty as well. He's gonna run right on the side. His dash is gonna expire really soon. Kai just dancing along the side, dodging the knives. But somehow on the other side of the map, they do manage to find Namia. A little bit of aggressive play inside their spawn. Not gonna work out in his favor this time. And it's down to this 4v3 retake.
You should run.
Both lockdowns invested to just flush out each other.
Perfect.
Great shot coming in from Mojo to put down Wrath, but Kale is still here. Do they check the back of the side? No, they don't. He lines up the first one, but Click is there for the trade. Down to a 2 versus 2. Spike's planted for the long position as well. Haka, he's been here before. He's done this before. They don't have any smokes. They have to just hold down the line. The recon dot comes through. Zeke taking the fight. Heads up. Duel comes in for Zeke. He cleans up shop. And Path with a great retake at the very end. 2 versus 2. Zeke just does not miss.
Now
And with enough time on the clock, 6 rounds found for Team Path.
Exactly, I think Path is just looking really strong right now. I think, you know,
Big
they're just
mistake
looking really
not
good.
clearing the back of the site though. Like,
Yeah, it was.
surely. I mean, you know that the Killjoy ultimate does not clear that little cubby, right? So, I don't know, man.
One enemy
They
remaining.
just, I'm not sure. If you were Nexga at this point,
Defuse the spike.
how would you try and set Simon up for success?
I think get him a better crosshair. Observer, if we're possible, can we spectate Simon Neo for
He
maybe
needs a
like a couple
better
of seconds?
cross. Okay, yeah.
It's a default crosshair.
Yeah, man. Come on, dude.
Did
You're
someone
right, you're
like
right. Okay,
lock
maybe
his
it's a
PC or
crosshair
something? Did someone change his settings? Can someone send him a crosshair?
Please, in chat right now.
Slash CC. If you
just
slash
type
CC, you
out
copy.
all the crosshair codes for Simon Neo. As they say that, a few members from the side of Pub have already fallen. Zeke manages to get 1 in favor of his team, and Click just hearing all the members just walk right into his
down
crosshair. Man, Click lines them up, mows them down, tags them through the smoke as well. Will you go for more? I don't think so. Nexga, none of that. Gonna walk right away from the shadows, being used to fortify A as well. Zeke, he hears the rotate. He's just gonna walk right into him. Gets first, gets the second. Zeke so clean with the headshots. 3 kills. And this
Last
allows Path
round
to
in
pull
the
on
half.
further ahead again.
Yeah, they've secured a win at the very least. Look at this shot coming in from Click. So fortunate. Lines on the first. Mojo just walks into his demise. And Zeke's been a stellar player for Team Path so far in this tournament and in this map. been putting up numbers as well. We recall back to that C long push. Really, really sharp. Together with Boogie topping the scoreboard for Team Path. 13-9 on Boogie, 10-5 on that Killjoy. Path looking to put a solid lead right here. Last round of the half. Spots on a jumping Kale. Unfortunately, can't convert the frag though. And Kale is just gonna push on this. He knows it's enough. If he covers a couple of angles, it might overwhelm Boogie. And yes, that is what exactly happens. Drops the op and the duelist. B side completely lost, but the Hunter's Fury gonna be invested in trying to flush out the players on the B side. Not gonna be the case. Tags out one of the players, but Simon knows so deep. He knows where the Hunter's Fury was gonna be coming from. Finds a great frag right there. Rolling Thunder invested. Two players at the back of the side stunned up, but still the trades come in favor, and the attackers finally put up an answer. They stop it at the very last round of the half. Covered their fifth round.
Switching sides.
But it's a very tight. It's a lot tighter, closer scoreline than the previous match, right? It was what, 9-3, and then now it's 7-5. Still in favor of Team Path. But Nexga, you know, these guys, they're getting closer, right? They're getting a lot closer to where they want to be. And Simon Neo is finally, on the scoreboard, right? He got his first kill like 2-3 rounds ago. And hopefully this allows him to snowball his way, especially now that they're on the attacking side, right? No, sorry, they're on the defending side. So, as the Reyna, hang back, let your teammate find some information, get the overheal and try to snowball from there. I hope we get to see more of that from Simon, right? But he's still playing that very aggressive, frontline position, and he's not really getting much value from the overheal.
Yeah, I need him to go big in this pistol, right? As a Reyna, his overheal is insanely beneficial. But Kale first one, Simon comes alive. I think that's all good in the hood. Kale's there to back up his team. And the spike's lost as well. Just one player remaining, Zeke. He's been great. I don't know if he's 1v5 great though.
Yeah, no. Just give the kills to Simon, give him a little bit of confidence in his aim. Sometimes that's just all you need, right? You need a few kills as the duelist to, rack up that confidence. And just let him snowball from there, give him a shot, right?
Exactly, yeah. You know that Simon Neo is just having like a little bit of an off game, right? You know that he typically it's not really this situation. So you gotta let him have that confidence build up. Even though it's just a couple of eco frags, boost the morale. As that Reyna, you need him to be on that high fragging potential. So here he comes towards his A-shot position. Damage on the Kai, but nothing more than that. It pushes them out of A at the very least.
I never knew how that Bulldog sounds with the ADS. It sounds really nice, actually. Like the arcade sounding sounds.
Yeah.
Zeke brought down a little bit low due to Timmy the turret here. They're trying to force the issue, but just running out of the smoke is probably not the way you want to go. Dodges the flash. Kale, super aggressive with that Marshall. He just wants to run in and take those fights. Get your eco, get your frags. But the members of Team Path have already decided, nope, we want none of that. We're just gonna chill in towards this mid position, walking in the grass, walking in the garage. But Kale is forcing the issue with the Marshall. 3 players walking into the garage and 1 player watching the flank. Slowly taking his time to aim, gets the first kill on the Raft, but luckily Kai is there to trade his teammate.
I think they saw both.
Look at the positions from Nexga. So passive.
Nexga, they don't want to give away any more rounds. They know how potent Team Path can be. Spotted out the last 2 players towards his mid/grass position. The recon dart just faint passes towards his flank as well. You can see Click just moving back as well. 25 seconds, they have to commit the spike somewhere. It's most probably going to be B or C. They've got so many players towards this side as well. Half-guard drops the spike.
Spike down, C.
And Click. What can you do, my boy? Nami around this smoke. Not gonna be expecting that one. 7-7 all tied up.
I mean, yeah, it's great. Finally, right? Nexga manages to tie up their scoreline. And like we said, it really comes down to how they want to try and play. And they're forcing it, by the way. They bought an op on kill. So, light armor op to try and win out this bonus.
I don't mind
think you're that desperate, right? It's a 7-7 scoreline. Do you really want to throw your economy to the drain like that?
I think it's more of a surprise play, right? There's no way you expect an op on the 3rd round, the 3rd bonus round. Let's see if Kale can put make magic happen with this op in hand. Spots out a player. Oh, through the smoke. Awkward fights happening, but there's so many players already towards this long position. The rest of his teammates, Simon Neo, as well as Mojo, trying to push them back to a safer angle. They hear that op for a couple of times already. But do they want to push the issue though? I don't know if you want to keep walking to the ops line of sight. Zeke's here on his little flank, on his little lurk coming through, but the turret will spot him out. Swinging around the corner, Haka deals a little bit of damage, but that's all he's gonna get. Namia now put under pressure. They're sieging towards his position. Drops a smoke towards the C-Long. The alarm ball will alert him. The garage is compromised as well. Throws in a paranoia just to buy time, just to escape. But in the meantime, a mid push coming in from Nexga. They're going really fast on this flank. I think they've been heard. Yeah, the recon dart will expose it as well. Wrath goes down. Mojo's coming up the flank. So does Haka and Kale answering back. Alert towards this A side. Boogie finds two crucial frags towards this C side though, towards Garage. Still here, the run and gut from the Spectre. Click answers back though, but it's a 1 versus 2. And Kale is so far away from the action. Simon Neo holding down the line. I've seen Click do this before. Click, the brick brain in tow. Here's the footsteps coming in from Kale. Oh, one missed shot.
Oh, it's an op.
One enemy
Oh,
remaining.
the
Great
timing.
isolation coming through. Simon Neo. How do you play this? Here's the footsteps running away. Knows that Click most likely has evacuated the garage position. But Click, hoping that time is on his side, runs all the way towards C-Long. Oh, and the Owl Drone together with the recon dart. It's impossible for Simon Neo to win. So difficult. Toying with this food. Simon Neo hoping as much as he can around the corner. Click is solid. But Simon Neo might just be better. I don't know if there's enough time though. It's so close. But Click might have just done it. Yeah. So close yet so far. Nice try coming in from Simon Neo, but at the end of the day, time was his enemy.
Yeah, lost to... I think they lost to the crouch button there. Decided to commit to the spray instead of just continue to jiggle. Unfortunately, it didn't work in his favor. He did fall. But all in all, it's an expensive round for both teams. Nexga lost an op there. And,
Yeah,
I mean,
that's
Path
very
lost
true.
all their players. So, I mean, everyone lost everyone, right? Everyone's kind of broke, but it seems like Path is more on the receiving end of that economical damage.
Yeah.
And they
Still has
do
knives as
decide,
well.
They do decide not to force the issue. I mean, like we said, knives use... I mean, does this mean you can buy an op next round? I don't think so.
No, 100%.
Yeah, he still doesn't
There.
have enough money to buy an op, so no difference. They still lose an op, they do pop the knives, it's whatever. Path loses one player, but somehow Kai manages to punish Simon Neo once again. Caught in a little bit of a weird position. Loses his gun for that. But it's not retrieved by the side of Team Path, so it's not...
Yeah.
It's not that bad. They still kind of want it.
They
Yes.
want it, of course. Yeah.
Oh,
Mojo.
oh.
Scanning ahead.
Brought down to 25, he has to give this.
Found
Give them the guns, whatever. There's no way you try and fight this
Caution
anymore.
here.
25 HP, you're way too low. Smokes come through, the teammates are rotating as well. Kill
Numbers on the
uses the
flank.
updraft, uses the tailwind, gets a kill onto Kai, and he is out of there. No point in him trying to stay and go for another peek on these players.
So
Ralph
aggressive.
has a vandal.
30
Still
seconds
pushing
left.
shot and he's cleared out the entirety. He's got to flank them before they even execute the side. Here he comes. Drops the
One
spike and they have no
enemy
chance whatsoever.
Spike
Mojo still
down
even
A.
finds one more. Wrath has to go back and pick it up, but I don't even think he's gonna do that. Just gonna try to fight on the side. So Hak does that with the crossfire setup, picking off the contact of his teammate, and yeah. Nexga, the clean round right there. Kale doing God's work, right? He's been so dynamic, so aggressive, so accurate.
But Path are so disciplined. They are more than happy to, not force that round. They rather lose the round and get their economy in shape so that everyone can buy up decently, right? At least Vandals and Light Armors or full shields. Meanwhile, on the side of Nexga, they did force that round. They lost some guns, and I think they're lacking in util. If I'm not
Yeah, a little bit.
yeah.
Should be okay, all things considered. Simon Neo yet again here, pushing together with his other duelist teammate. Down a long, disrespecting the smoke. But that's not gonna be the protocol coming from Team Path. Look at all of them. 5 players towards mid. Gonna be a B-side plan. Kai is gonna hold down the flank though, and it might be great.
Oh no,
spots
he
him,
shot.
but loses it in the midst. And now there's chaos. Oh, thankfully so they find Kale. But they know that Simon Neo is probably here, right? He's
Yeah,
now
he hurt
caught in a
another
weird
player.
situation.
He's
Current
so
spotted him
good.
out. Oh, but he lines him all up.
Shields ready.
Gets away. Dismissed out of there. Kai trying to answer back. Teleports right in the face of danger. But Simon Neo doubles Lears through, but Boogie in the meantime, fighting across the map, finds a big pick onto Mojo towards his A-link position. Now Simon Neo, they want to push his position. The spike is here as well. Peeking off of timing. Simon Neo comes alive. He's found a new crosshair. It's a new him. 3 kills in the round.
New crosshair, new me. You guys, anyone actually pasted crosshair codes in the chat?
Last player
Did he
standing.
actually get a crosshair code from the chat? No way, right?
I don't know.
30
No,
seconds
no,
No,
left.
no.
Maybe his teammates gave it to him. or
He's like,
something.
come on, dude, stop it, man. We don't need this recall showing crosshair. It's so distracting. But Kai,
Pulsating
finally,
crosshair.
after that entire bloodbath on towards that A-main position, they finally get the spike down. After like such a long time, right?
It's isolated
And
though.
Kai, 85 HP, like you say, it's isolated Haka. He's not gonna expect Kai to go push up all the way here. And now it's down to a 1v1 from the shadows available as well. He can literally be anywhere and it's fine. I think it spots up the leg. Whoa! I wanna see the POV of Kai.
yeah. I think he barely saw him step into the smoke and just pre-fired where he
Nami, I
would
just saw a
probably be.
pixel of his feet.
Yeah.
So I'm not sure what Kai saw. And then Click, he tried to owl drone for his team, but not in the correct position, right? He had his shoulders sticking out.
Right.
And then that blocked his teammate in turn and lined them up.
Yeah,
So
it's-
look at the
it's
replay,
kind
you
of
can
fun.
see just a pixel of
It's kind of
Kai's
funny
feet.
because yeah, Simon Neo was crouched. But if he stood up, the turret would have seen his head. So it's just crouched in the open, and they didn't expect that angle. It's a really interesting angle, but
Whoa.
that's another interesting situation. Haka through the wall, hit onto Click. It's like a little bit of damage as well onto a couple more players. The window position.
Yeah, and Quick has already been taken out of the equation, right? That's your initiator gone, that's your Hunter's Fury gone. You don't have anything to kind of stop the spike from being planted now. Kyle, with the Sheriff, trying to get a kill or two onto the side of Path, but still no cigar. And it is working the map, typical Path fashion, right? Just slowly taking space. You know, nothing too rushed. Removes the alarm bot from Garage, creating a little bit more pressure. Simon Neo 8 HP, but it is Arena. 1 kill, and that's gonna be enough for him to, you know, kind of get
Oh,
his
no.
HP back. But he chooses to dismiss. Instead, decides not to fight for that. And they do manage to, you know, stabilize their position onto the side. Kai not gonna be able to get himself out of that sticky situation. And Haka, once again, comes up huge for Nexga with 3 kills when it matters the most.
Yeah, Namia actually used his From the Shadows before the execute came in towards A long, and he cleared out that entire lane. So Nexga knew really fast that it wasn't going to be an A play. They pivoted towards the B side. They put Simon Neo at the back of the site, and with so many angles to clear, Boogie was just not able to find a good angle on Simon Neo before he was taken out. And that allowed the rest of his team. Haka came in, got what, 3 kills right there. So a great response coming in for Nexga, very responsive, very adaptive. Bakale here with the Guardian in hand, expecting a lot of players towards his A side. And yes, he is correct. Does he want to brave this smoke? Does he want to push the issue? Kai is waiting. Kai is expecting this coming in from Kale. He's not going to push it through the final line of the smoke. So just got to be holding that position over towards sewers. But it looks like it's going to be just 5 players towards this A long position. Boogie drops the smoke together with the drone, enters the site. Mojo holding the line, gets tagged up, but Boogie actually finds the kill towards CT. Next, Mojo is still holding on to dear life. Eventually gets killed, but they don't know about Kale. Oh no, now they do.
Yeah.
Zeke is still here. Zeke is just holding him in. It's an awkward duel. Boogie comes out on top, and they're gonna isolate the player towards sewer. Zeke, another one. Despite the lockdown being there, they just take the fights and they come out victorious.
They're happy to
Spike
not
planted.
use the Hunter's Fury in the first place. They just don't care. Meanwhile, Kai is
Yeah,
on the other
just-
side of the map.
We've got the spike down. We've got man advantage.
Why can't I see
can
where
play
the spike is
post-plan.
planted?
That is same.
Right, it shows, right? Right.
It's a little bit of a.
Maybe it's a bug. I can't see where the spike is planted at all. But Kai Gonna get a nice crispy headshot, and that's gonna be a thrifty round once again. Those are the rounds that you don't really want to be losing, and it seems like Nexga today, they have been on the receiving end of some unfortunate losses to very shaky buys from the side of
Yeah.
Path.
Both sides, making the low buys work. And last couple of rounds been going very back and forth. What was it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 rounds. Swapping between each team. So nobody has really gotten a chance to string together a couple of rounds. Kale, glass cannon up here, spots out 2 players, but gets away without any damage. At the very
It looks
least,
like
still
the
has.
concept
It looked like, yeah. But
yeah, I thought he was
guess
gonna get
not.
a kill there, but unfortunately.
Simon has a new crosshair though.
Okay, surely this is the crosshair. I mean,
This is the one.
It's the
This is
typical
the one.
crosshair, right? It's your 1322 green highlight
I think it's Namia's
outlines
crosshair.
on, and it's looking really good. Maybe get the first kill here. Doesn't get the first shot. Re-peeks into it. Full trust on that crosshair. Simon really likes the dismiss. But in that case, yeah, dismiss is probably the right call. Boogie, blinded by his own teammate, that's just full disarray. Mojo on the back side, not knowing what he's supposed to do. Simon Yo dancing with the dismiss, but his luck
You
and
should
time
run.
has run out. Lockdown is going to be
Spike
used.
planted.
It's all down to Kale. He has the AWP in hand, and the smoke, the dark cover is going to fade right about now. He has to backtrack out of there because of the lockdown.
Flank as well for Namia.
Yeah, Namia is on that flank, but he's a little bit far off. And he has a lot of angles to clear, but there's absolutely nobody there. Kale walking onto the site with that AWP in hand. Ruff expects the jump down, and now Kale is isolated. Fault line is going to be used. You have to start running, but Namia, the footsteps have been heard. And Kale, you have to save this AWP. There's probably no time for you to do anything whatsoever now. I'm not sure where his crosshair was right there.
He was
In the
expecting a
box.
swing. He was
Yeah.
expecting a swing from both the angles. Didn't know which one to actually commit
So
to.
he just chose the middle one. The one
Just
left,
given-
one right, I'll just look at the middle instead.
He's given 1 or 2. He chose or.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was a little unfortunate. We saw Namia on that flank. I think his positioning would have been really, really good, but it was too far. It was too slow, right? When he came in, the action was pretty much over already. We needed him to be much more earlier, I guess, on that retake for his paranoia to have any effect. We saw who was the killjoy. Haka just jumped down from heaven without any assistance. It was a bit awkward. But regardless, 11-9. Nexga trying to stop match point. Kale with a great headshot finds Wrath. Oh, but Boogie answers back! Simon straight to the line of danger! Finds 2 kills, and Kai spots Simon Neo up on this aggression as well. And Boogie just shuts down everything. Everybody walking in front of him just gets destroyed.
Spike planted.
Take it out of the round. Namia feels like last round as well. Last man standing. So far detached from the action. Spotted out by Boogie as well. Big teleport, but
Oh wow, double headshot from the Frenzy, but that's pretty much all you got. I mean, Frenzy, you get one, probably not a second. And
Match
I mean,
point.
Dan, you mentioned that both teams are getting one and they're coming back and forth. No one
Just
has really
as
went
I
on the
say
streak.
that.
And now they just won 3 in a row, man. And it's not looking good for Nexga whatsoever. They have a light buy op from Mojo of all players. Not even
okay.
on Kale. Mojo has an op.
IGL things, my turn to have a shot at the
Yeah,
one
like you
shot
have your
run.
chance, it's my turn to shine. I buy the op now. And he's the one that's gonna be picking up towards this A main, but it's not gonna catch anyone. It's gonna be a full send towards B. Absolutely nobody on site though, so completely clear. Boogie taking matters into his own hand, the only player on site, the only player to plant the spike. And Kale, very aggressive, pushing through the smoke of Kai, and I think this is about the time that you want to be aggressive as well. Haka gets one for his trouble. Boogie Woogie's gonna fall. Zeke, you have to get rid of Haka. This guy is extremely annoying in Garage, and they do manage to take it, but last player standing, stuck between, 2 players sandwiched, and somehow Nexga, they managed to stabilize. They managed to keep their op as well, but I mean, Path is looking pretty solid in terms of money. They will be able to buy for the rest of the rounds, all the way into overtime if they need to. And Nexga fighting for dear life.
Actually, a lot of those kills happen towards the spawn position. Right here, Kale coming in as the only player on that flank. He puts so much damage. You can see on the kill feed yet again. Finds 2 kills towards the flank, and that just destroyed that post plan setup. Right when you have to watch between the B side as well as your flank, almost like a 180. It's really, really difficult. So credit to Kill right there. He did a lot of work, and he has his knives yet again. And Mojo with this op, they didn't know him right there. Oh! Bad Hunter's Fury tags up Kai, and he's out of the round!
Playing so aggressively as well, but Boogie... Oh, wait, what? Wow, Kill! This guy's all over the place, huh?
Just running around the A side. Simon Neo
remaining.
taking a piece out of
Spike
Kill's
down,
book, I
attacker
guess.
spawn.
Also full sending it down. Nexga getting tired of just playing slow. They want to push the issue. Zeke, last man standing. Simon Neo finding his groove. 12 to
Like this
11.
one,
One more round needed for Nexga. Bring it to overtime as par. One more round needed for a top 3 placing.
Simon,
Look at this.
I like it. He's so confident in the way that he swings, even though he's maybe not having the best game. But still, when he runs at you, he's very confident.
I'm telling you, it's the crosshair.
It's the crosshair,
Look at Namia's crosshair. He
the
literally
same,
took it
yeah.
from Namia.
You're like, bro, can you lend me your crosshair? What's
Bro,
your code, man? Like, I
need
can't seem to
something
aim
better.
with this big ass crosshair that
Now it's Simon's turn to opt though.
like literally can fit 10 people in the middle. Like, what are you shooting at? The default crosshair is so bad, by the way, guys. If anyone of you is using it, please change it. But yeah, now it's his turn on the op, like you said. Knife's gonna be used by Boogie. Boogie's gonna be using the knife. He has a vandal, so dashing right onto the side, full blind. Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! That's not how this is supposed to
Spike
go.
down, B.
Boogie whiffs on the knives, allowing Damian to get the kill, and Haka gets a second as well. And now the spike is dropped in the middle of nowhere,
no.
and you cannot retake as well because the smokes from Namia is being used to stuff your push. And there's absolutely no way for them to get the spike.
Wait. Kai has one of his
Yeah, he
off.
needs a kill or an out orb to retrieve the spike.
at
He's
C.
going
He
to
can-
see.
He can take the ultimate seat, right? Surely no one is taking the ultimate
Yeah,
seat.
yeah, he can.
Here we go. Big brain plays coming in from Kai.
But what side do you want to hit? Okay, they take the spike, but there's already a player on C, so they have to rotate A, but there's also a player on A, so you're kind of
30
checkmate
seconds
here.
left.
Just pick one side and go, bro. That's
Yeah, just
basically
pick
the
a
call.
side and run it with 3 players, but it has to be perfect. But you're running onto the side of Haka. And Haka has been the clutch player for his team that does not scan anyone. Gets the first kill, not the second. Zeke takes out his counterpart. They will
enemy
manage to
remaining.
plant the spike, or maybe not. Mojo is running out of the smoke. And Simon Neo on that op, and we are going to overtime.
Oh, I thought Kai was gonna pull off
Overtime.
the heist of the century, seal the spike away, get away with the round and the series. But no, this whip right here, oh, it's so rough to see.
He was blind as well, by the way. Blind
Yeah.
teleport.
Enemy remaining.
Unfortunately, I think Boogie got a little bit caught off guard with the teleport. Right? Sometimes, okay, I get it, right? Sometimes when Omen uses his TP, you kind of, the hitbox is kind of weird. You don't
Like,
really
we
know
get-
where you want to shoot.
We
because of all the
understand.
particles.
Yeah, we understand the situation, but it's just so unfortunate it happened at 12-11,
That is true, yeah. And that allows, Nexga to bring it to OT, and, in OT, anything can happen. And Boogie, glass cannon up. The timing is so bad! He has to swing again, right?
Surely
Blind shot
not.
does not connect. Goes for a second, takes out kill, but he just stuck in a really awkward position. Paranoia connects as well, but his teammate is there for the assist. Kai is there, they want none of it. They're just walking away. They don't want to face the op, they don't want to peek into the op. And it looks like they want to go to A, but they just have no information.
I think this is the first time they've killed a util like that on A as well.
That is true, yeah.
What a
site
read.
is just stacked. And they have to flush out that Sova at the back of the site as well. And it seems like they're kind of deterred by the Sova. They don't really want to hit anymore. They're like, yeah, they probably rotated. Let's see if we can get any site for free. And it seems like it's gonna be B.
B luck might be the call, right? I think a lot of how the round pans out depends on what happens on B.
Yeah, they have to try and get a pick or just full send B. Zeke getting a little bit overly curious. Simon blinding for his
30
team.
seconds left.
And yeah, I think that gives away its position, right? They're like, yeah, this blind came out of nowhere. But there's nobody on site anyway, so they're just gonna play retake. And B is one of those sides where it's the hardest to hold on to. Statistically, at least. Right, 1-2 swing here from Path. And Ohaka gets dinged through the wall, but it seems like their defense is kind of crumbling. They're getting boxed in from all different angles. Namia holding the top of the side. Boogie gets a kill, and Haka, the last player remaining. Boogie pumps his face with that shorty. And they will be going ahead with 13 points to 12, bringing them to match point.
Okay, so Path still
Switching sides.
in the lead, I
Match
guess. Haven't lost the lead, I think, in the second half so far. Boogie, I think that's the first time we've seen him on this C side as well. So that was really cool to see how Path switched up their setup. It was a nice attempt, but Simonio, I think if he got that kill towards Suez, I think a lot would have changed. He would have gotten great positioning as well, but Path played that retake. As you mentioned, right, they take it slow. They play it slow. They let the rotates happen. They retake a side together. It was really well done from them. One more rounds required. Op in the hands of Kale on this defensive side. Let's see if we can make magic happen. He's towards C though, so it's not where the main attack's coming from. Boogie waiting, expecting the push come through. The flash is good. Mojo's here together with Simon New. They're all stuck in this position, but Kai lines up 2 kills. He shuts down Nexga's aggress. They try as they might to box them in, but Kai, the man of the hour, the IGL, answers back with 2 great kills. It puts his team in a man advantage. Namia's in a weird spot, has to watch 2 different angles at once.
3. He has to watch short, cubby if someone decides to TP. And he has to watch long as well. This guy is just in a horrible position. And he's on top of a truck.
In the meantime, Kale is pushed down mid, so at the very least, that's great map control. But Namia has to get at least 1! Oh no, this might be it.
Spots the show, gets a bit anxious, right? Fires off that spray and full commits to it. On top of the truck as well. Meanwhile, Zeke just crouching and spraying, and it looks like it's over. The last player remaining is gonna be Kale. He has to pull up a miracle of a clutch with the op if he wants to bring, it to a second overtime. 2 kills for the knives. Picks up the Vandal. But what can you do at this point? It seems like the fat lady is gonna be singing here for Pop. It's just gonna be 1, 2, 3 swing. And it's probably over. The crossfire looks impossible to break. And they just swing it on him. And there we go. Path will be in your lower finals. Up against Kimchi Fried Rice tomorrow. And they will be battling out for a spot in the grand finals up against Lays. So congratulations to Team Path. And you know what? If you look at the scoreboard, fine. Wrap that Path shirt. That is the Path merchandise that Kodan is wrapping right there. Unfortunately, if you guys could see the scoreboard right now, the person on top is actually Kale. 27 kills.
He put on a show, to say the least. I mean, he
and
tried his
Haka
very
is 26,
best.
which is
like,
even though they lost, these 2 players, you can see, carrying Nexga on their backs right now. Like, so many kills and a lot of impact frags as well, right? Haka, we saw him clutch again and again and again, trying to bring his team across that finish line, definitely contributing to the fact that this scoreline is so close, right? They are the reason why this is a 14 and 12 and not just a complete blowout.
I guess it's kind of wild to see return of the Boogeyman.
Oh yeah.
Maybe. He's put on insane numbers on the last 2 maps. MVP goes to Kale. Unfortunately, though, they are out of the tournament. 289 ECS, 27 kills, 21 deaths. As that Jet, we don't really see Kale on the Jet too often, right? But when we do, he puts up numbers like this. Unfortunately, just not enough. Brought it into overtime, but at the very end, that 1 versus 4 was just, literally impossible to break apart. And yeah, Path, credits to them, right? They play the game really, really well. They like to go for the slower approach, but when they do, right, those retakes, those executes have looked really, really solid. And I love what I'm seeing coming in from Path so far. Bringing in Boogie as well, right, coming from EU. I guess back for a little bit of a holiday. Slaps next guy in the face a couple of times and then heads off. I don't know.
You're right about the slapping though. Boogie has been on an absolute tear this entire 2 games. Just super impactful in the way that he plays 6 burst bloods to his name. Just take a look at the tournament bracket as well. You can see that's where Path will be finding their spot in that lower bracket final up against Kimchi Fried Rice. Kimchi Fried Rice, they forfeited their match against Lays today, so that's why they are in the lower bracket finals. Yeah,
Yep.
and they will be, dueling out for a spot up against the coveted Lays. Our SEA Games gold medalist team in that best of 5 grand final, which will be tomorrow, I believe, at around 7 p.m. if I recall. Yeah, according to all our VLR stats.
Yeah, but let's take a look at the highlights of this map. I think we got a couple of great ones to go through.
Oh yeah,
I'm very excited to see. Especially that Haka 1 versus 4 as well. That was insane coming from him, predicting the swing of the last player with basically no time if he didn't get that kill. So really, really cool to see. But yeah, tomorrow's game, I think we have a little bit of updates on Kimchi Fried Rice for you guys. So keep a watch out on the CEL Twitter page /X page for any updates on that front. But yeah, Path secured at least top 3 position already.
Yeah, congratulations to Path. Unfortunately for Nexga, that is going to be it for their run. But I'm sure they'll be back stronger than ever. I think their roster is looking pretty good. Their team play maybe needs a bit more work. But
I'm very curious to see if Boogie is gonna be still playing tomorrow. Like,
is he? I mean, after such a showing, can you really let him go now? You chain him to his PC right now, just with the handcuffs and all. You're not going anywhere. Play with us all the way to the finals.
Yeah, I don't know if he has a flight to catch or anything, if he needs to hit back, or maybe he's just here for the holidays, But still, really cool to see him in the server. It's been a while since we've seen his name. But yeah, let's go and see the highlights for this match.
And I think
Planted. One enemy remaining.
I'm so cold. Yeah, my heart's sinking like a stone.
Remaining. Spike down A.
I'm so cold.
my heart.